a dark and stormy night when our adventurers first began, in the forest north of Altdorf along the Middenheim-Altdorf road. At the Coach and Horses Inn, a group of travelers found friendship, united in a common goal to seek out opportunities in Altdorf and improve their lot in life. This journey took an unexpected turn, though, when they found an ambushed coach on the road, attacked by mutants who had slaughtered the passengers. After defeating the creatures, they discovered the murdered body of an unknown man, who bore a strong resemblance to the priest of Sigmar in the group. On his body he carried a legal letter informing him of a large family inheritance to be claimed, far to the south in Bogenhaven. Seizing on the opportunity, the group decided to travel to Bogenhaven and potentially claim the fortune for themselves. After Altdorf, they hired as a crewman on a river barge piloted by an old acquaintance, Josef Quarchen. His boat, the Barabelli, made the journey down river more comfortable and safer, and allowed the group time to get to know each other. Along the way, they stopped in Wiesbrook for trade and supplies, and a bit of downtime for the group. However, while they were in Wiesbrook, the group opted to take on a side job, and quickly found themselves in a sinister plot for a lost jewel, the Blue Flame. This jewel was said to have been stolen years ago, and now reside in the hands of a bandit force known as the Black Arrows. These brigands occupied an old keep some distance away in the forests, where they preyed on travelers on the roads in the region. After many harrowing experiences, the group managed to sneak into the fort, dispatch their leadership, and eventually discovered that the jewel had been hidden in Wiesbrook, in the basement of the same tavern where they had been hired. Despite some injuries and dangers, they were able to claim their reward in time to continue their journey south to Bogenhaven with the Barabelli. The group arrived in Bogenhaven on the first day of the Schaffenfest, an annual festival originally established as a sales tax relief. Currently, it has evolved into a region-wide farmers market and carnival, with the central event being the Day of Trade. As a result of the festival, Bogenhaven was heavily crowded, with many distractions to occupy the group. Without fail, the group carried through on their plans to claim the inheritance, locating the law firm down a quiet side street, far from the festivities. Unfortunately, events rapidly spun out of control when they discovered that the letter was instead a lure into a trap, and the group found themselves captured in a building. Outside, there were sounds of a creature attacking and destroying their would-be kidnapper. After a few minutes of quiet, the group emerged to find only blood and gore remaining from the battle, some mysterious new threat now gone without a trace. With little other options and a few coins to spare, the group opted to raise their spirits and visit the festival. While there, they encountered Dr. Malthusius's Zootopia, a collection of strange and unusual creatures. The most peculiar was a three-legged goblin with a knack for escaping his cage. Later in the day, the goblin managed to escape again, disappearing into the sewers beneath the city, and the group rapidly found themselves offering to recover the little beast for a fee. In the sewers, they traced the creature through the tunnels, and eventually to an old door built into the side. It was clear the goblin had entered through a small window, but then had been killed on the other side when they found only his pelvis bone. Beyond, an old stairway led downward to what looked to be an old temple, decorated sparsely with obvious chaotic leanings. However, they awakened some sort of demonic creature which attacked the group. Working together, they were able to defeat the creature, returning it to ash and dust on its destruction. With the fate of the goblin determined and the potential of demons under the city, the group returned to the surface and reported their findings. Naturally, the festival magistrate found it difficult to believe in demons and such under the town, and was even more suspicious when he informed the group that the goblin had been killed at a Steinhager warehouse nearby, crushed by a crate. As such, there would be no payment to the group. With mystery starting to grow and the money starting to thin, the group opted to take their investigations to the next level. It was clear that the Steinhager family was somehow involved, so they opted to pay a nighttime visit to the Steinhager business offices. Although in a well-patrolled region with decent lighting, they opted to pick the lock and enter the courtyard to search the building for any information. Beyond a vague suspicion, the group had also concluded that the Steinhager offices were geographically located directly above the site of the temple below in the sewers, a coincidence which was far too convenient. The last session ended as the group moved into the dimly lit courtyard, latching and locking the door to the street behind them. As they adjusted to the gloom, they were surprised as a large guard dog stood up, curious about the new visitors to his domain. when we last left off, you guys had broken into the offices. You entered through the courtyard and then encountered a guard dog, which I guess you befriended with a overpowered spell that went awry.
Yes.
And left you, I believe, glowing with green flame.
No, that was the bandit castle.
Okay, you just have a ton of corruption now?
Yeah, I gained 7 corruption.
Okay.
So he might be glowing.
Yeah, so you're the third-legged goblin.
No, I determined that if I gain 1 more corruption, then I'm going over. But currently, I'm still good.
Okay.
Just like that.
You're just
That's
not.
currently at
You're just not feeling that good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Am I that high?
Yeah, we determined that both you and me were at our caps for corruption.
Yikes.
I never used a corruption roll this game. And then one
Where
roll.
do I get corrupted from?
You keep doing the dark deals, and then the demon.
Yeah.
You are doing a lot of work. That's right.
So the mechanics of this, Carter, you get.
Yeah, he explained it relatively.
That's some of it.
Yeah.
I didn't do all of it.
The basic rules are you roll less than or equal to your skill for a success. For every 10 by which you beat it, you get a degree of success that makes your attack, your skill, whatever, that much better.
Yeah.
Now, if you roll a double, it's either really good or potentially really bad. If you run out of hit points, you take criticals. The criticals are what will kill you and or rapidly make your character completely non-playable, like I lost my hand type stuff. Okay? You could, but if you lose both your hands, then you're kind of limited. Okay?
That's when you get
Yeah?
blowing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, my leg.
You always have the option of doing a dark deal, okay? Which is where the dark voices whisper. You get a point of corruption, but you get a reroll. So if it's important, you can take a dark deal.
Okay.
Now, all of you have fate points and fortune points. Fortune points are basically like rerolls,
Yeah.
okay?
You can only use once per
Oh, yeah. We gain.
roll.
Right, only one per roll. You don't gain one, you get reset to your fate.
Do you get the better of
Yeah.
the roll?
No.
Okay.
As
Okay.
Thad figured out when he did a dark deal and
Specific-
then rolled 100.
Yes. The dark deal can twist on you, and the fortune points can turn bad too. Okay. Fate is what you use to keep yourself alive in combat. Once it's burned, they basically don't come back.
Okay.
But every time we play, your fortune is reset to whatever your fate is.
So 3. Okay.
For you, 3. For Thad, I think it's 0, maybe 1.
You
I
put
won.
all of
One.
yours in
I
resilient?
had 5.
He didn't have very many to start with.
He used them up
I
quickly
rolled-
too.
Terribly making
Right.
this character.
If in combat you would be killed, you spend a fate point, and either you are still in the fight and the attack never hits you, or you get hit and you're knocked to 0 and out of the combat. Your choice.
You can do that on any attack.
Okay.
You could, yeah, but generally you wait until you're basically dead, because otherwise it'll kill you off. But yes, you can always have a dark deal, and I will suggest those at times.
I am alright.
Okay, and if you get a certain amount of corruption, then you start corrupting and get mutations, and some of those are illegal and they'll get you killed.
I'm a mere janitor.
My dad cost me and
Tactic Avenger.
That's right.
fate point because he fell on me trying to escape.
God, you just whine all the time, dude.
You were at
You
the
don't
top.
remember
You
the
missed
last Warhammer
everybody
games,
except me.
Thad.
I remember we suck at this. That's what I remember.
Guys-
We are good in our characters' views.
That's right. You guys are the best heroes you know.
Yes.
Okay, so since I think we're all back up to date, what would you guys wish to do? I have the map out on the board. You guys are. You guys said you had explored some.
Yep, we had
Okay.
gone through one of the. We gone through all the offices, but
Did-
what we
I didn't think you went through all the offices.
didn't go in where the guard is, or there's somebody snoring in one of the shacks.
Yeah.
Right, the one to the south here. You guys can hear snoring.
Yeah, no, we have been in these ones over here,
Okay.
and we found a secret door, lever, stairway or something in there.
Yeah, we went down it, and then we ended.
Okay.
We started down, and you're like,
It's like, okay. End the session for a year.
Okay. So I will. What are you guys using for light?
I had a torch.
You got a torch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so
We knew better.
And let's
since
see,
the
you
castle
are
that you're bringing
Milton.
towards.
Yeah.
We prepared for the siege on the castle.
Mhm.
We forgot torches, so we were walking through pitch black.
Because if you're gonna do that,
And we forgot any preservatives because we took leftovers on the feast before, and then it rained, and then it all went spoiled.
and then we're gonna starve to death because you can starve to death.
This game is just ridiculous.
Realistic though.
So don't play like Pathfinder. Play it like you're a normal human being, just walking.
Yes.
around.
exactly.
Yeah.
To the
this is-
extreme.
Okay.
Yeah, we made massive mistakes in the first game with that. That's
You can be killed in like 2 shots.
You can
One
be
shot,
one
right?
shot. One shot.
one.
You
in all
can-
reality, he should have died.
You can kill yourself in one bad roll.
I will just be.
Very cautious.
I will be a casual
You-
bystander.
His
You
mom.
can kill everyone in your party with one good roll.
Okay, so just to fill in the blanks where you guys were, we'll rewind if you guys wish to explore the rest of it. You guys had traveled into the building and then to the south, where the main offices were, and this is where you had found the secret door leading down. Okay.
Was there anything of note in the office itself?
That was Franz Steinhager's. It's the first one, then Albrecht's and Heinrich, right? Probably.
Good question.
It looks like I drew a map of the actual map.
You drew a map of the map?
Well, because the shop display is up top, and we couldn't go in there because it was like a shop display, not an office.
Okay.
Go.
Let me open up the PDF format because this printing is too small for me. Age.
We're just superior adventurers. We can befriend a dog with the simple words.
Here, jerky.
We
But
tried
can-
snacks.
But can you automatically catch fish?
Wait, you can cast a fish.
I can catch a fish automatically.
With an hour of time.
Yes.
That will be useful.
If they jump.
As long as you're not super hungry, that's good.
Oh, you can swim?
Yeah.
Yay!
I can also sail.
That's a skill nobody else in the group has.
Yes.
Nobody else can clean things like I can
If
either.
I fall in the water, I'm dead.
Man,
Yes, because you're not going to hate that.
You are heavy.
If I
you
get within
cannot
40
swim.
feet of something, I'm dead.
closest thing to that, I can
Of course,
ride a
both my
horse.
weapon things are just god awful.
You have a mop and a dagger.
Yeah.
Right.
And I can't shoot anything or I'm gonna shoot myself.
Please. Wait, no, we can hide and then you can pretend to be the janitor.
Mm-hmm.
Hello, I'm just a janitor. Mop, mop, mop.
Okay.
So if that gives you this hand signal, you open the door.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah, that.
You nearly cost us an entire half an hour worth of work.
That was hilarious.
He was doing all these strange hand signals, and then once I say what I was doing, he actually did this signal. So it's like,
We got
a little too late there, man.
You got extremely lucky with that roll that the guy didn't see us when it shot the guy through.
Okay, so going around on the left, you had Heinrich's room on the northwest, Albrecht's room next, and then the office where you guys are currently at is Franz Steinhager's room.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, there is the door was hidden behind one of the wooden panels in his office. It opens onto a flight of stairs leading down into a cellar space, it looks like. Beyond that, I'm going to assume you guys have not searched or looked at anything else.
We searched in the office but couldn't find anything when we were rolling. We looked for any type of evidence and we were rolling garbage.
Right. The only thing of note is, you don't find anything specific other than the desk itself is locked.
Death is locked.
I have a spell.
You didn't find anything else beyond that.
Are we trying to be stealthy at this point?
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
we had closed the doors and blinds when we lit the minute we lit the torch.
You were in a courtyard originally,
Right.
where you could see with moonlight. Then when you went into the building, yeah, you closed the doors and all the windows are closed anyways.
Yeah, and then lit the torch because we didn't want to light it out there where everyone could see it.
But yeah, you're semi stealthy because there's a sleeping guardsman or groundskeeper in one of the rooms,
And a happy dog. Just chilling.
and a dog that's currently friendly. You can hear him outside whining at the door to get in.
Well, did you want to? Said you got a spell for the.
I can.
Are we really going to
Should we really open it up then with the spell roll?
Are we really going to
So
Horribly
Or
wrong.
summon a demon.
here's the other thing. We aren't necessarily good or bad in this, right? That's the
There
whole
is
deal.
no requirement to be heroes.
This isn't.
We're not
You guys
heroes.
just need some food. I mean, you guys don't have very much money. I
Maybe
see.
there's snacks in the drawer.
I
I
got
see-
17 silver pieces.
I see you
beforehand.
being able to
Hey.
justify yourself for that. I'm not there though, so I don't get to make that option.
He's mopping somewhere. If you want to.
Sure.
You're
I'll
mopping
do
the
it.
poop
It's
I'll stand next to him with my
It's-
Warhammer ready to
Just
smash
in-
his skull in.
Okay,
Oh, okay.
for when he goes bad.
It's unlocked. It has a challenge rating of 0, so I have to get plus 0 successes or more to do it.
Okay, what's your skill?
My
That's
skill
difficult,
is
or-
magic. I have a 61 in the skill.
Okay, and this what does the spell give you?
Unlocks any locks or unlocks any non-magical locks.
Okay,
Assuming I pass the spell.
right,
What's that?
100,
81.
81. Okay, so okay, spell fails.
Yep.
Yeah. it's
Magic.
Two.
Do it again.
Must be a magic lock.
Magic lock.
Not the landers. All right.
I could do it again.
What kind of construction is this desk? Is it
Wood, nice.
so? It's probably pretty heavy duty.
Yeah, I mean it's a lot better quality than you're used to. I mean the Steinhager Guild is a fairly successful one, so they have plenty of money. The furnishings in here are, I mean, not top end, but certainly high end.
We haven't really made any tracks or anything into this place. We like nobody knows we're here. We haven't really left any evidence.
Yeah, we just walked into.
So if I smash this desk,
Big one.
yeah.
Hey, you're gonna
I'm just
lose.
I'm just putting that out
I
there.
could
in the
cast.
ether.
I could cast
Blame
the
it on
spell again and then probably fumble it.
We blame it on the
Then why
dog.
do it?
Yeah. Let's not.
Why not?
Let's not. Because I don't want to fight you here. I want to be in the wide open, so I twitch. Yeah.
It's 50-50.
Head downstairs for now.
Seems like a plan.
Keep.
Okay.
50-50 chance of
Can I see if I
passes.
can figure out how
It's a good thing.
to make that
75% chance.
secret passageway like close behind us? Is it just a door? Or is it a door?
Yeah,
right?
yeah. It just a panel, the wood paneling on the wall. When you found it, it just sort of unlatches and swings open slightly, and then you can close or open it as you wish.
Yeah. You guys
What
want to close it on the way down?
What did the winds of magic look like?
I don't know.
Blowy.
Yeah,
Wavy.
a slight breeze.
Because I feel like that might be important.
It's like dog gas.
What skill is that?
It's just a possibility I could see the winds of magic, but if I have to identify its lore magic.
Okay, give me a lore.
Okay. Did you choose wizard?
He didn't choose. He rolled.
I got a total of 3 successes.
Okay. Yeah, there's a strong breeze of chaos magic.
Okay.
Okay.
Chaos magic.
Coming from the stair down the path.
Just
or
in the
towards it,
area.
or just in the
It
area?
doesn't really tell a direction or anything like that.
Well, that's enough for me.
Yeah.
Go get those chaos mutants. Priest.
It's leaking through the floor.
Well, I will. I'll lead the way, guys.
Okay. You're gonna go first.
Oh, you got the full body armor.
Yeah.
Never mind. I won't lead the way.
You gonna let the priest go first?
Wrong day of the week.
The priest.
Wrong day of
Let
the
the
week.
priest go first.
Yes.
Aren't you a war priest?
Well, I'm a level
Yeah,
1 war
yeah.
priest now.
Thing is, you still have that paper saying you're a chaos worshiper. So, you remember
Oh,
we still
yeah.
have that? So if someone questions us, just present the paper.
Right.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'll lead the way.
Okay.
I'll have my shield up with my Warhammer in hand. And
Okay,
let's go straight light.
with the murky light of the torch behind you.
Yeah.
It heads down maybe 15, 20 feet, stopping at one landing and then doubling back on itself. Goes down to a small room, maybe 20 feet across, just a stone room. Fairly dusty. There's old ledgers, boxes, things like that in the
Before I go
storeroom.
any further, I'm going to look at the ground.
Okay.
Fairly dusty. Are there footprints in here?
No.
Are we leaving footprints?
Yes.
I'm going to note, hey, there's going to be trace of us in here if we come in here. You guys okay with that?
We'll dust it.
Yeah,
Do
we
some
got dust
dusting.
around.
You could just make big footprints to scare them
Okay,
away.
with knowing that,
What's your survival skill or tracking?
we don't have that.
Yeah, we do. No,
Outdoor-
it's outdoor
outdoor
survival.
There you go.
I have a lot of that.
Good for you, he didn't ask you. 28.
28. Okay. Yeah, there is some indication of tracks, not recent, but some tracks in the room.
Okay.
Okay. The ground itself isn't nearly as dusty; it's more dirty than anything
Fair
else.
enough.
But the rest of it just looks like
There's
storage.
cabinets, or there's
There's
storage shelves?
there's shelves, wooden shelves with
Okay.
boxes and things like that on them.
Before we get in there and really start disturbing the ground or anything, I'm going to take the lantern or light, whatever we have, and I'm going to look to see if there's any scrape marks from secret passages or.
What's your perception?
No, it is not. It is 44.
44. No, it doesn't look like the room's been used anything significantly.
All right, it's just a storage room. Unless you guys want to start digging through the storage room.
These are books.
Do this.
There, like I said, there's ledgers and boxes.
Let's take
It's
a
like
look. I
filing.
can read.
So can I.
They
All right.
probably just
I can't read,
keep
but I can
their
open
money
boxes.
here.
Yes.
You open boxes.
No,
We'll
you
read.
can open boxes, look for pictures.
Yes.
Okay, so you guys spread out around the room.
Yeah.
Okay. Everybody give me a perception check.
I rolled a 7 total, so I got 3 successes.
Failed by 1.
Failed by 1, okay.
If I missed it by 3, that's failed by 1. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Technically, that's failed by 0.
Yeah.
Okay, failed by 0.
I rolled a 90 total.
Okay,
For
so you failed a bunch.
failure of 3.
Even.
You have a 60 something
I
percent.
got-
Exactly even.
No, like 5 over, but we're not rounding up, right?
If you pass,
Yeah.
if you roll less than or equal, then it's a pass with 0 successes.
Mine's 35 and I rolled 30, so.
Then
You pass
yeah, the
it.
pass with 0 successes.
Okay, yeah.
If you rolled a 36 through a
Oh,
45, it's failed with 0 failures.
You still don't get a lot of information with 0, but
But
you get
Right.
a little bit.
I got 55, but my highest is 37 on here. Does that mean-
Okay, so that's failed by 2.
you understand how to fail.
Yes, yes,
Okay.
I was understanding that. I'm actually
Okay.
just looking at the rules right
You
now.
guys poke around. For the most part, this looks like just business ledgers, fairly boring, dull stuff. There doesn't seem to be anything of note. However, while you're looking through the books and everything, you notice that one of the shelves near the back of the room, the boxes on it are all empty. The boxes look old. They just look like they never had anything put into them. And there appears to be a disturbance in the dust, similar to what he was describing, a circular pattern where the shelf would be fairly frequently moved.
Good job. I'm just going to look at books.
Yeah. Numbers.
Lots of numbers. Did you know they go up?
Legendary adventures.
There's a shelf here that can move.
You laugh, but when we first started, I couldn't read. I had to spend advancement points to learn how to
Believe
read.
me, you can't read.
I can't read.
Right.
I'm a janitor.
I'll tell you this, I have more fun in this campaign than I do in the Pathfinder. in my opinion.
Yeah.
It's because you can die without any concern.
I could kill you in the other game too.
Yeah.
I'd
Yeah.
rather not.
That's that.
Stone beetle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm a
and-
stone beetle.
No, absolutely.
Cricket.
I will attempt to. I'll see if I can figure out if it's a latch system or.
Okay, what's your detect hidden or?
Intuition.
I thought there was a skill detect hidden.
There's perception. detect hidden now.
Okay. See, it's a problem with not playing for a year.
Right. Stealth, maybe?
No.
No, that's agility. So
Okay.
I'll go with intelligence, probably perception.
What's your perception?
Perception's 35.
Okay. No, I mean you can't determine anything that's here that would explain why the shelf gets moved frequently.
Man, you guys have high perceptions.
What's yours?
I hate not knowing what's going to kill me.
I'm
What
poke
you don't
at it
know
with
can't
a sword.
hurt you.
I don't know.
The shelf? Okay, yeah, it's just it's a wooden shelf, wooden rack type thing. I mean, it fairly easily moves because, like I said, the boxes on it are just empty cardboard. So there's not a whole lot of weight. So it's easy to move it and rotate it out of position.
Oh, okay.
But nothing else seems to happen.
Okay. So there's a wall behind it.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and play around with wall rocks and see if I can. See, I'm talking like how intelligent my character is. There's wall rocks.
You play around with the wall rocks.
Yes, push on wall rocks.
They all appear to be fairly solid.
I'm gonna look around for a lever.
Okay. Other than a little sconce near the entrance to the room, there doesn't appear to be anything of note. The sconce is for like where you would put a torch or a lantern.
I know what sconce is. I'm gonna go pull the sconce.
Okay. It seems firmly attached.
Okay.
Since I found the arc or whatever, can I see if I see any foot traffic that would lead to where the switch might be?
Sure. You study that, the pattern and everything. Poke around where Andy's been jabbing rocks and so forth. And you find a section on the top of the shelf itself where it pivots. There's like a nail that sticks out just a little bit. And when you push it, you hear a click come from the wall.
Do I fall through the wall?
No, you don't fall through the wall, but you see a section of the stone opens up slightly, and there's like a seam along the bricks.
Oh, I figured it out, guys. Look,
Yeah.
Check this out. I'm so smart. That's a genius. It's my high upbringing.
Okay?
What does this say?
He's a read commoner tongue. Anyway. Rings. So I will.
If it's not written in Latin, it doesn't count.
Rings, folks. So I will attempt. So it kind of popped out towards
Yes.
us.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and pull it open.
Okay, you pull it open. It opens up just big enough for a single person to step through. Beyond, you see a much more worn set of stairs leading down into what looks like a small chamber.
You ready there, armor?
Does it
Yeah.
smell
What?
bad?
Huh?
Sigmar armor.
Does it smell bad?
No.
There's a big
Oh.
door open here. Your armor.
Did you find anything in the book? I didn't
No,
see
he,
anything.
no, he, no.
Look.
I know.
You
Role
found
play.
it.
Oh, okay.
I'll. Should we keep these?
No.
See, I
I
told you
can't
books are
read,
worthless.
so I can't.
I'll shield up.
Okay.
I don't know. How much would people pay to figure out the financial gain of this company?
Probably quite a bit if we knew how to even negotiate something like that. So what are we gonna do? Just go to a street guy? Hey,
We'd be arrested by the end of the conversation.
be an hour before we're in those stocks.
Because if you don't remember, one of the families is like vampires. They're pretty sure.
Yeah.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Legit vampires.
That's why
Totally
we
fucking forgot
Never
about
in
that.
the sun, and when they are, they've got shades, and bright white and pointy teeth. But they aren't vampires. People disappear around them all the time. Not
But
vampires.
people don't know what vampires are in this game.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do.
Oh, they do. They
Well,
got whole,
they
the
do.
whole
But
world
no one
of
wants to
them. In
accuse
the
them.
north, right?
Well, no,
read
to
the
the east in
Yeah, yeah.
Sylvania is a country ruled by vampires. They're firmly aware of what vampires are. Nobody wants to be the one to accuse somebody of being a vampire.
Because then you become a vampire food.
Yes, because if they are a vampire, you disappear.
Yeah, you are Wooly Reinhardt at this point.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly my intention with the character.
So you brandish your hammer and head down?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, you head down. It goes down another 10 feet or so, opens up into a large room. Looks very familiar to where you guys were before in the sewers. On the right, there is a staircase that leads up in a different direction. Large empty room. Looks like the same dimensions, same architecture. No sign of any temple or anything like that.
So
we were in here.
And here, went down the stairs.
Went down the stairs, found a room, went down another set of stairs, into a room we've already been.
into the one where the demon was.
Correct.
Remember how it got emptied and we couldn't figure out how?
Yeah, no,
Figured out how.
Okay, I'm tracking. I wasn't really checking that for some reason. Okay.
So
about face.
Okay.
Or we
can
go
we
the other way?
figure out how the door's accessed from the room?
Yeah.
Not the one we just came from, but from the actual. Can we attempt to see if with the door open it should be a little easier?
Yeah, it's fairly straightforward. You figure out where the hidden catch is.
Gotcha. Okay, cool.
Is there a way to close the secret door behind us so then we can like keep it hidden?
Are we
Keep it
going,
from
are we going into
obvious?
the sewer again? So
Oh
we
no,
get
I'm
dirty,
talking about
or-
the door that we just came through to go down the stairs. Did we close it?
Yeah, we closed the secret one
Okay.
above us, and right now you guys are still up in the thing. He just went down and I had the light, so
Oh, okay.
it's only 10 feet. It wasn't like there was a lot of room.
Yeah, you get effectively you have the offices, a hidden storage room, and then within that storage room there's another secret door that leads down to this sewer chamber, for lack of a better description. And then from there's an exit from it into the sewers if you so choose.
Okay.
And this was the Hagen house?
This is the Steinhager.
Steinberger, the beer family.
Yes.
Right, okay.
Quick question. Did we ever figure out if the goblin that was crushed actually had 3 legs? Like had 3 sockets where legs would go?
We
Yes.
didn't get to see any of it. They just said it. Not the guy
Oh,
the
the
guy
one-
got crushed. So
Right, that you don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
they wouldn't release the body or anything like that.
Well, that's suspicious.
Well, it
corruption.
may have gotten crushed and then they fed it to the creature.
Sure.
Anyway.
Y'all are way too detective-y. This is none of your business.
Yeah. So, do we want to go out through the sewer and make it look like we were never there?
Well, we have to dust the room still.
Well, right. I mean, that's obvious. We'll just go and do a little dusty test.
Are we done searching through this place?
I gained 7 corruption to find some information. We should find at least something.
Don't guards.
There's the locked door. I
I
mean,
probably shouldn't be telling that to the priest.
but the factory itself wasn't accessible from where we're at now.
So there was a secret way in.
The factory.
The shop display in that wasn't. You said there was no doors into it from there. It was just a display, and then behind it was a shop. But the offices were all that we could access from here, from the courtyard. There was like
Yeah, I think so.
yeah, but there was a shop display straight across from the gate, and we couldn't go in because it's just plate glass showing there.
I would probably say we unlock the.
Yeah, the ones to the east over there are more of the business areas. There's displays and that sort of stuff, and then the groundskeeper guard in the southern building. Those are locked now. Like I said, I'm going to assume you have not searched the offices significantly, other than this one that, like I said, you found the locked desk. Other than that, it's up to you guys, whatever you want to find.
So we're still middle of the night, right?
Yeah.
Mhm.
We through our professional research, none of the rest of the people, the office's names or whatever,
Right.
were like incriminated or whatever.
Right. These 3 were the so. While we have time, and now that we know we have an escape ability,
Okay.
It's not a
go
bad
up,
idea.
try to pop that lock and search the offices and stuff before we take off, knowing that we have a different way out. If somebody comes, we can take off.
We can always just go slit the guards through.
Well, if it's 10 guards,
Well, then there's a body, and they're more likely to investigate who killed the guard instead of who was walking around at night.
Listen,
Take
every
it to the
hitman has
sewer.
their first kill.
we take it to
It
the
They're
starts-
well past that.
Yeah, we're well past that.
Listen, we know the bodies will float down the sewers out into where the ships are because that's where Gurnison's body ended up. So, if we need to get rid of the body,
Or he's the one who
RIP.
abandoned you and then got arrested again.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. I want to go keep exploring in here.
Mhm.
Otherwise, we've wasted our efforts. Great, we found a secret passage and a locked desk.
Yeah, you're kind of corrupt, so let's get that taken care of.
Let's go kill the guard.
No.
No!
Bound and gagged already.
Nobody's stopping you.
All right. So does someone want to keep looking down here with the ledgers, or I feel like the stuff's got. I mean, it's a lock drawer. We need that lock drawer.
I don't think you can read the letters anyways.
So
Can you read now?
Yeah, we can read.
yeah,
Okay.
they can.
I had to spend points to be able to read.
You want me just to attempt to
Sure.
pop the lock?
Yeah.
Lock picking type stuff.
Do you have lockpicking?
Hell, spell.
I think lockpicking's an advanced
Oh
skill,
God,
Andy.
this lock.
Melee? Is that right?
I have
You
both.
could try and break the drawer. What's the drawer made out of?
It's wood, but it's the
Nice.
question is with smashing it open. Smashing it open reveals that we were here.
Right.
So far, there's no real evidence that we've been here.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess so. So
Yeah,
take the
can I see
table.
the
Oh,
gold
they don't
plate?
think
I can
that.
cast a spell again.
I mean,
Nobody will notice two guys walking down the street with a desk.
I could
Thank you.
shoot the lock open.
And alert everybody.
And yeah, that's
kinda
Everybody in the
loud.
city will hear that.
Yeah, I mean,
I can shoot the lock open with a line.
not only you're going to arrest
that's
No,
why I
you
have a
can't.
gun.
All right, I'm gonna go.
Because I'm a duelist.
Oh.
Pistol, sword.
Get bored.
Yeah, you said, why'd you go pistol
So,
sword?
have we looked at
Because
any of
one-
these other doors
Because it's
on the
so
hallway?
No.
All right, I'm gonna go to this door.
To
Are
the
they
northernmost
attached
one.
Inside? Do we have to go outside?
The
Do we go-
you can go to the first office here. There appears to be a door right about here. So let me switch this to daytime so that it makes, since light is not really much of a factor. Okay, so right here, I'm assuming you can see through the hallways,
I
etc.
don't think it's been updated.
Yeah.
Oh, I see the door.
Yeah, there's a door
okay.
there.
Yeah.
That leads into that next office. From the outside, that is labeled as
I got a wall strip left.
Albrecht Steinhager.
Jingle, jingle. Is it locked?
What's jingle jingle?
No.
It's like, all right, wonderful.
Okay. Go into that
Am I
one.
alone, by the way? Have any of you guys accompanied me?
No, I came up. I back
Okay, good.
upstairs.
Thank you.
I'm upstairs. Sorry.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think we're debating opening up the desk.
Yeah, I'm looking for tools to help open the desk that don't involve us.
Smash it, smash me.
I'm gonna go mess around with the fountain. Like, be quiet about it.
There's a dog out there.
Yeah, there's a dog.
Is it-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
there's
magic
a
doesn't
dog there?
last forever.
It
No,
lasts for
that's
like
the
5
ground.
hours.
Oh, 5 hours? Oh, okay.
Right. George is a friend with the dog.
Right. George is a friend with the dog.
Never any
Not of the rest of us. Just George.
Grease is getting kind of annoying. Let's open the door and let the dog in.
Okay.
Shit.
What?
That's a bedroom.
So what's the other
Yeah, so is the other one.
Yeah.
That
The other one's
was,
got a
Oh, I
giant
didn't even.
bed.
Yeah, I guess it is, isn't it? Yeah, I didn't even notice.
Steaks for maid. Steaks for maid.
No.
Dude's laying there asleep.
Thank goodness he's got a CPAP on. Can't hear us.
Can't see us either.
Steinhager.
Where is it? Jesus.
What?
The soldier tab.
Yeah, Albrecht's office is plain. Has some basic materials, marketing type stuff, some personal effects. That's about it.
Where the fuck are these guys? If these are their bedrooms.
This is the office.
So if they're tired, they can rest if they're working long hours and stuff. They are
So
rich. They have a house.
this is
Yeah.
a rich family.
Wow.
They have.
They need a
bedrooms.
mistress, whatever.
Is there another door into Hendrix?
No, not from here.
I'm gonna look around in the room.
Okay.
Open doors and stuff like that. I want to see if there's any cash laying around.
Okay.
You can always take the bed sheets. Comfy and nice.
Thank you for your donations.
Yes.
Outside, the only other areas there is the door to Heinrich's at the end. That door's unlocked as well if you want to go in there.
Yeah.
Go over here.
Similar.
Fancier though. Looks a little bigger than the rest. Like he's more important.
It has more of an office. It has a section for desks and so forth. A bunch of papers and other personal effects and so forth. Again, all of these seem to have lodging, at least from a sleeping capability. There doesn't seem to be a kitchen or food or anything like that in this area.
The additional doors to the back and side. Do those go?
Those are windows.
Those are windows.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hang out by the guard
Do they
door.
go out to the street? If I look out that window,
The one in the back goes out to, there's a little landing and then goes out, or a little porch area and then goes out onto the street.
I'll go ahead and search this room then.
The windows are shuttered, so I mean the torches and so forth that you guys have are not really setting off anything. So you're going to search that room. Thad's going to check the other room. What are the rest of you guys doing at this time?
Why wouldn't you, George? Go hang out
By the guard?
Go guard the guard room.
From experience, always go
Are you
with
unlocking,
George says.
attempting to lock the thing? Is
If
it,
that's the plan, I thought you were going to lockpick it with your no skill.
well, I can give it a shot.
Yeah.
But if I have no skill in it, it's like swimming. I can't do it right at all. Or is there a base? I couldn't remember.
I think on the character sheet it's marked which ones are trained versus otherwise.
Yeah, lockpicking is not on here, so it's
Yeah,
a,
I know.
Oh, okay. It's an advanced skill.
Yep. I can intimidate the drawer open.
Okay.
You stupid drawer. I go take you back to
That
some
may
woods.
have a significant penalty.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it will. You're dumb like wood.
rolls a 1.
Okay, so the three of you are just hanging out in the courtyard then,
No, I
or
was going to try to cast a spell.
what?
The open lock spell.
You're gonna try to recast that? Okay. Where are the other two of you before he makes any rolls?
Well,
Far
quick
away
question.
as
What is
from him
this?
as possible.
That's the dog.
Yeah. It's
I
just,
am not being out there with the dog.
Okay, so where are you? The other three have split up.
Because that's all it's gonna do.
Especially in Warhammer.
I'm gonna go to Andy.
You're gonna go with Andy.
Do you want me to go with? I'm going to go with him.
Okay, so the two of you are gonna search that room while the wizard is off by himself casting spells.
the only one with an escape route.
That's right. Okay, go ahead and cast your spell. Let's see how many demons show up.
I succeeded by 4.
4? Okay. You cast your spell and the lock pops open. Inside, assuming you open the drawer.
Yeah.
Okay. There is a ledger. Looks like it contains a list of warehouses along with inventory records. They have apparently 7 warehouses. Their contents consist of various inexpensive trade items, wine, timber, similar goods, things like that. Nothing really much of note. Underneath that ledger is a bronze medallion and several sheets of parchment that look like letterhead, all with a fairly ornate symbol on it.
Okay.
One that you don't necessarily recognize. There is also a letter written out, which is a handout.
Oh, he doesn't understand it. What is corruption? What's on it?
Corruption is not.
Are you able to read?
Yeah, I'm able to read.
So I played like a slayer.
More words.
Yes, words.
Okay.
Does the with our previous knowledge, do they control the warehouse that the goblin was accused of dying in?
Yes.
Yes.
According to magistrate, the goblin was killed in one of the Steinhager warehouses.
Okay. I will. What's the name at the bottom here? Like, how do you say it?
That's what it says.
Okay.
The letter cannot pronounce itself.
Okay. Sure.
Okay.
I guess I will take the letter and show it to the Sigmarine.
Okay. Meanwhile, you guys are checking Albrecht's office. Don't find anything of note in it. When you're searching through Heinrich's office, you find a letter in the desk or on the desk. It's currently sealed. It's addressed to the name Herr Schultz with an address in Altdorf.
Like it came
Are we
here?
in a-
or
No, like it's being sent to.
being sent.
Right.
I recognize the name Herr Schwartz. Even though I can't read it.
He pulls out his notes that he just
Oh,
scribbled
yeah, I guess you can't read it.
I saw that face.
Ah!
I saw that face.
I'm so-
Sean went,
Dang it.
I'm so used to people. You find a letter,
Yeah.
you recognize the word Altdorf,
Yes.
and that's about it.
Okay.
oh man, that was fun to watch. I was looking at it. I saw that.
I'm so used to games where everybody can read.
The expression on your face was great.
Oh,
Well, my character's about to
first
look
mistake I
blind.
ever made.
Okay, well, I will.
You're with what, Ben
Yeah,
or?
the soldier.
Okay, he can't read either,
And,
so yeah, it's a letter. Must be important.
I think you're with.
They're using words.
No, you went in.
I went.
No, yep, you came with me. Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, he
can
can't
you read?
either.
You can't read either. Okay.
Nope.
So I'll.
Read
It looks
the words.
important though.
Yes, it does look important.
Looks fancy.
It does. Has writing
I
on
know
it.
words and stuff, so
It's been sealed. Has a Steinhager seal on the back of it, so it looks like it must be formal.
I'm gonna take it to my wizard.
Okay, so you guys all meet up in the courtyard.
Back in
in
office
the room
he's
that's
in.
Thad's in.
Yeah. Oh, in Thad's room.
In Albrecht's office?
Is
Okay.
does that have direct access to
Heinrich? No.
We need to go into your
Can you
office so we
relock?
can.
Yeah,
We have our
Okay.
getaway just in case.
Okay.
So there's no lock, so I'm just gonna pull the door
No,
closed.
we locked the lock that he unlocked.
Oh.
Try to see that person.
Yeah, we'll just shut it. They can just think they forgot to lock it. That's
So
easy.
we locked the lock that we unlocked. We locked the lock that we unlocked.
Okay.
Anyway.
So you guys group back up at Franz's office.
Yes. Franz.
Look what I found.
Look what I found. I hand you a sealed letter.
Okay.
I said it's all about Altdorf. I mean, I'll let you tell everybody about it.
You don't recognize the symbol?
Do you recognize that symbol?
It's alright.
It was fucking demonic. That's,
And does it look like the? Does that look like it was on the floor in the basement that we
No.
were in? Oh,
No.
okay.
Hey, remember the
Is this
whole
what was in the
grenade?
Remember
Remember the
Yeah,
whole
we're on the
hand
envelope? You
Or
mean the
the
desk?
letter. Oh, this was the letter?
No, that's
That-
the letter he found in the drawer.
I'm not paying attention
No, no,
because
yes.
I'm not in the room.
Right,
So
Yes, you are now.
Yes.
I am now.
Yes.
So where did this come from?
I opened the desk, and I found that with a ledger and other sealed letters. This one was open,
Oh,
so I read it. It looks fancy. It details rituals and chapels.
no, it doesn't.
Well, it has a chapel in there. In the
Okay,
wording.
this is what it says. Don't listen to him. All goes well. The temple is ready for use. When the Schaffenfest ends, my German isn't that great. Fuck off. Schaffenfest ends. Our plan comes to fruition at the 12th bell. Soon we will all be rich. Johannes Jürgen?
Jürgen?
Fucking
What?
Jürgen.
Kurgan?
Teugen?
That's
Tegen?
another family. T-U-G-E-N.
Morgan.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the vampires.
He's been infected by the
They
note.
have a shield covered in red dot.
Here you go.
Just a red dot.
Well, that's not their symbol, then. That's something else.
Steinberg's is a keg. Rubrat's is wheat, and a Hagen is the wolf head. Those are the four main houses.
Are any of them sheep?
No.
What about? Never mind.
But if you were gonna be, I don't know, vampires, you probably wouldn't put your family symbol out for everybody. Death Star hog head. Ram head.
She just bared teeth at you, homie.
What
She
did
enjoys
his
that.
letter
She's
say?
normally friendly. Oh, you're gonna open it? Break the seal?
Oh,
yeah,
oh,
it's
the
sealed. It's got a fancy
Yeah.
seal and everything.
Oh,
but it's
probably
addressed
should
to
seal it, though.
Altdorf. You want
There you go. I do not want to hold that.
We cut open the back.
We should put it back in
Took
the
out
desk.
I
You said there was other ones in the desk?
Was there other letters also?
No.
No.
Now, like I said, there's a ledger and inventory of all of the Steinhager warehouses. This letter
Should
or
we
this
copy
note,
it down so we don't forget what it says?
and a bronze medallion.
Yeah.
Bronze?
A
medallion.
bronze medallion and several sheets of parchment, all with the same symbol that's at the bottom of that note.
I'm gonna copy this.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah, you got paper?
I
You
do.
said parchment.
So you're going to use one of those sheets?
Yeah, why not?
That has a symbol on it. I have regular parchment.
Okay, we just want to use.
I don't care. I'm just clarifying what exactly you're doing.
That's fine.
We need to care.
I'll use one of his parchment, and if they have any ink or anything like that.
Sure.
I have a writing set.
All right.
The more questions I ask, the more paranoid everybody gets.
Absolutely.
That's my job.
You want to tell everybody who that letter's addressed to?
Was there a wax seal with this or anything like that?
No.
No.
The letter Andy found has a wax seal on it.
Okay.
It's not.
It has it's stamped with the
No.
Steinhager
The
symbol.
letter I handed him.
Oh.
when he
Okay.
Came in.
Okay.
It is addressed to Herr Schultz with an address in Altdorf that the two of you can read.
Okay.
Okay. You don't know what the contents of the letter are unless you wish to break the seal and open the letter.
Dad,
I mean,
so the room that we
Here's-
went down to that had a whole bunch of boxes and
Mm-hmm.
books that
was the
he
guy
was
we
really
gave the head
interested in.
to, I
Huh?
think.
Was there more
Like 1,000%
to that
sure.
room? Like, was there another hallway?
You should probably-
No other hallways or doors
Yes.
other than the second secret door that the group found.
Okay, so it was a room, secret door,
Beard fat.
another room, and then another secret door that went down into the sewers where the
I think so, yes.
supposed
I-
temple was.
Yes. Apparently the soldier has already...
There ain't
Forgot-
no supposed shit. You were there.
No, he doesn't believe it anymore. He's
Kessler.
Hey, where's all the stuff?
yeah.
Maybe we just imagined we got hit by ourselves.
Or it leads to a second room with similar architecture and layout that has nothing to do with anything.
Don't do that.
Air who? Sorry.
Air.
Herr Schultz.
Schultz.
I feel like when we were talking, we killed Beard Fat. That was. I feel like that was it. Wolfgang Kellerman.
Makes it more confusing when you reference all your made up names.
Right. Yeah.
I forgot about Beard Fat. Let me see the other letter. The one that's in the envelope.
I guess I had it
To
sealed.
Altdorf.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, it's sealed.
Okay.
With
Cut
a
open
with
the
a.
back.
Are we gonna put it back? Or are we gonna take it with us?
When I was in that room, was there a seal and
Wax?
a wax?
Sure.
Hey fellas. In the other room.
You could certainly reseal it.
Okay.
Most casual observers would be able to tell that it's been opened and then resealed.
Well, not to put that. I mean.
It depends on
The
how
wax-
what
the wax
it
is
depends on your skill with such things.
Well, I am a wax expert.
How about this?
There are forgery skills and so forth. That would be what you would use in that case.
How about this? We take it out, then get another envelope, put it in, put the letter once we've read it back in the
Put all
envelope.
the
And then
addressing
seal it.
on the front of it. The handwriting on the front. You still need to be able to forge that.
Good point.
Duct tape. Okay.
All he knows, he's just hinting little things like that.
Does the ledger have anything? When looking through the ledger that was also in the lock thing, does it have anything of note?
Like I said, it's a inventory record
Yeah.
of the various contents of the 7 Steinhager warehouses.
What was
Oh, there you
that?
go.
Do any of them include goblin books?
What was the name of the count that we gave the head and the gem to?
Count fun.
Well,
Something,
do we still
something.
have the silver platter?
We still have the silver platter.
Let's
It
make
has his
werewolf.
initials on it.
Oh, does it? That's cool.
Oh, that's useful.
Does.
I think it was Kessler though.
Is that what
Or
the class is?
Kesselman.
We still haven't found a werewolf to put its indent in. Yeah.
Right.
Keyword. Keyword is yet.
I will.
Yes.
Maybe one saves one of us.
We only
Yeah.
have silver coins. Why do we need a silver
Oh,
platter?
it's Amadeus von Droken.
That's a very fancy
Yes.
name. More fancier than yours.
Or maybe he was the head of the Black Arrows. Alright.
We could always go on.
There's so
email.
much gibberish on this paper, like I don't know how to write or something. It's ridiculous.
Aren't vampires weak to silver?
I'm sure most things are weak to having their heads chopped off.
Right. Shed and
Garlic.
The Count von Drakensberg.
yeah, Drakensberg. No, okay. I have no idea who Schultz is. Von Schultz. I know no Schultz. Even with my, he must not be in the higher echelon.
That's
because
right.
Of the rich, because I mean, probably a commoner. You guys have probably heard of him.
Okay.
I'm a little commoner.
So you guys have spent maybe an hour at this point in the office. Your torch is starting to burn out.
No,
So do we take the letter? Do we open the letter?
no, just leave the letter. Just leave it.
Do they know we're involved?
No, nobody knows nothing at this point.
Neither do you.
Right.
We
Well, we do know that they have actively. They're the ones having the. They built the temple. I got a letter
Yeah.
proving it.
They're up to some
Right.
shenanigans.
So
What's our proof?
now you take that to your fancy guy and be like, "Listen,
No,
fancy guy, we
wait.
know how to get in there."
Yes, but it doesn't detail what type of temple.
Right, but the temple's ready, and then he might know that symbol.
Yeah, that's a
No,
good
wait,
point.
wait.
Okay.
Or what
Where-
we
holding
can
it
do
then.
is, in case it gets
Or
lower,
what?
Where is our proof? I know.
No, we
that-
don't. We got a copy of the letter, man.
I know the letter. Yeah, sure, but also the
You're
door,
a priest. Your letter.
They could have just had access to that and then would just use.
Whoever holds on to
whole
it, plus one corruption.
thing. Or they didn't even know about it.
Oh, they know about it. The family business
That
in their
grants an
hundreds of
extra
years.
head.
They built it.
Right.
They had to have done it.
Just touches it. Oh.
Gives it away, it shrinks away.
What is that?
Oh god, it's getting bigger!
Do we?
Army of Darkness, anybody? Come on.
What do you guys want to do?
I need a boomstick.
Wait, where even are all the people?
He's got a boomstick.
Where are all
It's,
the
it's
people?
night.
Yeah, but shouldn't they be in their bed?
We discussed this already.
Right.
Yeah, we already had this conversation, dude.
Yeah.
Because remember, I was like, holy fuck, their bedrooms.
This
Where?
is-
And
this
then they all corrected me. You're a dumbass. These are offices that they just sleep in when.
When
The
necessary.
girlfriends come over.
Yeah, no,
So,
I was gonna make that joke, but
hey, Sean already did.
I was gonna say you're just surprised because you've never seen anybody
said-
in your bedroom. But
Alright, straight violence. We went right straight to violence.
and I smash him.
So, do you want to go out the
I'm
front
gonna
gate?
kill the commoner.
He kills the first
You're walking down the street, you see a janitor, I kill him.
every janitor until we
We
meet
walk down the street, a person just greets us. That's like I smash him.
Look, he's pushing a mop bucket.
Disgusting.
All right. Let's get the fuck out of here, or keep going.
You want to go back to find your friends, Priest Franz?
We could try. I don't think anything will come of it. to be
Well, you
honest.
could also look in your religious texts of the
Where did
chapel
William
and see if
go?
it mentions any symbol like it. Anyway.
Yes, I could do some research.
Yeah.
I have that
William
ability.
Oh.
So,
All right.
do we want to sneak out the front?
No.
We're going down
Chance
through the
getting
summer.
caught?
I think we go through the sewer
I
personally.
mean, we come out
I
there
do
and-
have the hand-drawn map.
Yeah, I say we
Yeah.
go through the sewer.
Okay.
We're gonna have to
That's
spend
so
money to clean.
reliable.
I really think
We're
they're
gonna spend money to clean up.
Well, we've already got our. We still have our daily area.
Okay.
To be honest,
Wait.
I really think this is just an elevator. The temple is because it went up and then it was gone, so it has to go back down into the sewers. So there has to be a way for it to go down. So it's just an elevator.
No. Like so.
That's Carter for you. Doesn't
So
make
when we
any
came
sense.
in here, so when we came in here before,
Been on a boat a little too long.
yeah,
Maybe my mom
So he's
forgot
playing
her
his
phone was
character.
It's got Lysol free.
when we went in the sewer to get
He's
to
average
this
intelligence.
temple, what we found, we left to go get his friend and come back to show him. Right? We came back and it was no longer a temple. Everything was cleaned up. It was completely no blood stains or nothing. We were
Why did
pissed.
anybody stay?
Is
It
there
was
a date on the
because
letter?
They have
No.
access to this
Just
room.
an
It
address.
didn't go up or down. They just opened the door and took everything
I
out.
thought you meant like the temple went away.
No,
it
the
went
temple
up,
didn't go away.
No.
and then it went back
It
down.
just
We could
all
deliver
the
the letter.
Deliver
I think
the
it's
temple.
I think it's written to be here.
alt
It's just
door.
not opened yet.
No, it was going
It
to
was
alt
It's
door,
addressed
Oh.
to Altdorf.
which is where we're headed.
But this could just be normal
No, that's where you guys
correspondence.
came from. That's where you got on the
Oh.
boat.
Okay.
This could just be normal company correspondence, though. There's nothing sinister
And-
about this.
And that means if that letter came ahead of us, oh, that one's going back.
Yeah, it's going back.
Hmm.
This could just be normal correspondence.
Right, it could be just be beer. I mean, he is a beer meister. He sells beer, but I don't think that's normal correspondence.
There's only one way to figure it
It's
out.
not.
That's not an IPA, man. I'm saying
No,
That's a stout. It's a stout.
it's a stout for sure.
Big old chocolate stuff.
Yeah.
Right
Just like it. Who's got a shabundiga?
Okay, going back to the cleaning up part.
Oh,
Does
oh, I thought
anybody-
you cute.
Does anybody remember where we
mouth.
entered the sewers the first time?
Yeah, he has a
Like, was
hand-drawn
it in
map.
like an
Yeah, I do.
alley?
Yeah, they drew a map.
Or
Of
was it in an alley?
No.
If not, then it's like in the middle of the street. If
Yeah.
someone sees
Hey.
us, why are
How
they in
else?
the sewer?
It's actually quite common.
Everybody knows
Because
why we go in the
it's
sewer.
warm
We
in
were
the
in the sewer
sewers.
earlier today, hunting bad things for the city. We're just city
Yeah,
employees.
this entire culture.
You're really bad city employees.
No.
Oh, watch! We just found.
How many rats
Look,
have you
on
seen?
there cleaning.
You just deal with the other end of the share, okay?
Everybody give me a
Cleaning up the
perception roll.
patio?
No, clean up the.
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
3 levels of success.
Failed by 2.
On what?
Failed by 2.
Perception.
Oh, I'm gonna fail that.
Too busy arguing.
Oh no!
I got a 94.
I got good.
I get 30
You definitely aren't even
level.
here.
15.
Oh,
3 levels of success.
Exactly 2 levels of success.
Okay. The two of you outside in the main courtyard, you hear a door close, and then you hear somebody walking around in the courtyard.
Step it out the torch.
With your mouth?
Special talents I have. Flame eater.
I put out the torch.
Doesn't jump in Tijuana.
Okay.
Jesus.
What did he say?
Big ass looking on it.
Okay.
Put on my cigarette.
You snuff out the torch and extinguishes the light. Still leaves the smell of the torch and everything, but
I'm gonna go stand by the door.
which door?
Where are we at?
We're in the bottom.
You guys are in Franz's office.
Was the door closed when we all went in there?
All the doors. That door is open. The door. No, you guys are down here.
Yeah, we're all in there. The one with the
Oh,
AC.
The door into the courtyard is currently closed. You guys never opened that one. The interior door is open.
Okay. I'll walk over and slowly and quietly shut the door, the interior door.
Okay.
And then
Yeah.
slowly walk over there.
Yeah.
Right. I
With all their metal armor.
no effective stealth skill.
Okay.
And
We should
I'm
just go down the stairs.
Yeah, let's just go downstairs.
Yes.
okay.
Let's go back.
Okay. Lead the way down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Quietly.
Is there any light?
No, he bit the torch out.
Yeah. Finally.
No.
Okay. I'll very slowly walk down.
You with the gloom and everything, you can feel your way down. You cautiously make your way down into the storeroom, assuming you close the panel behind you.
Yeah.
Okay. That cuts off a lot of the sound. You're fairly certain you're secure here, unless whoever it is comes into the office and sees the desk open and things like that.
Yeah, which we left the desk open. Did we keep the letter?
George has
Did
it
you guys-
right now.
Huh?
George has it currently.
Yeah. Well, we never went back in the other room with the one that was sealed either.
No.
If we're leaving, we might as well in the dark where we can't read it.
You can't read it anyways, even in the light. So you guys are in the initial hidden storeroom. What do you want to do?
I'm going to. Are we just hoping to wait him out?
No, because he's gonna smell the torch.
See
He
the-
probably heard us. If we could hear a door, he could hear me clomping around
Okay.
and 5 people arguing.
So then we
So-
should wander the other way out. Then.
We should get the hell out of here. Light your torch back up.
So,
I have a storm lantern.
well, we already know how long it takes me to light a torch. We had this issue.
Don't let
I
your
got a
backpack
lantern.
You take a couple of minutes and light the torch.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a
somebody-
lantern.
I got a storm lantern.
Okay,
Yeah,
we'll
that's
use
right.
the storm lantern
Okay,
to get
you
up.
light up the storm lantern, and
Why can't we
then
just
And then
reset
while
the
they're
video?
all exiting out from the room, and I'm going to wait at the top of the stairs in case he knows about this and pops it open. I'm going to stab him the minute he opens the door.
Uh-oh.
okay.
Don't
Okay.
open the door.
You wait for them to light the lantern. After 30 seconds or so, they have it going. No sign of whoever it is. And then what do you guys do?
Can we see our own footprints everywhere in here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. This room's been heavily disturbed.
All right. I'm going to use his old dirty clothes that we didn't throw them away, but
Okay.
Man.
no, we're gonna just
stuff.
drag them on the ground. They're already dirty and scummy.
Why don't we drag you on the ground?
You were eating out of a dumpster when I met you.
If only you had a
There's
janitor.
truth to that.
Yeah. I mean, do I see a moth or do I slip it in the corner?
We could use a janitor. Everywhere we go, we make a mess.
Hey, his presence would give us reason to be anywhere we're gonna be. We're Johnny's cleaning crew. We work with dip.
Never mind the swords and the shields.
This is a very specialized moth.
That man with 4
No,
eyes.
this isn't a sword. This is a gum scraper.
Yes. You know how hard it is to get that garbage off the floor.
Anyways,
Yeah, so I will. I'll kind of like drag it on the ground and try to get rid of our footprints as we're.
you could certainly obscure your footprints. All it does is make it more obvious that somebody was down here.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Since you can't really replace the dust as such, you just sort of scoop up a lot of it. Footprints are gone. That's fine.
We can't connect that to my feet. My very fancy feet. So.
No, we could have seen ooze came in here and then just.
That's a key concern at this
Yes.
level of technology.
Right. They're like, do you see this footprint?
No.
Made of plastic
No,
cast.
like-
They're very
Everybody
cheap.
knows that feet are unique.
Yes.
Wait. It's like the ooze thing in that one campaign.
Okay, and then
ooze
what do you guys
makes
do?
it so clean.
You've taken maybe 5-10 minutes or so to do all that.
We're gonna go out through the
Sewer?
The sewer, right, guys?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well, thinking now that we know how to get in and out of there.
Okay.
We'll close the door behind us.
Okay. You guys retreat into the clean room down below, and then from there into the sewer.
Do you guys want to read the letters, seeing how we're gonna be obviously?
Sure.
Okay. Rip it open, man. Let's go.
Yeah. Maybe we could sell it.
So you're gonna break the seal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terrible.
Close up.
Why did you roll?
No visible effect. Letter inside is, like I said, it looks like a formal letter written on Steinhager paper. It is a fairly lengthy, rambling letter expressing disgust at Franz's running of the business and complaining about how Heinrich had the bad luck of being born only 2 years later than his brother. Thus, he didn't have controlling interest in the business, and he has to suffer under his older brother's control. Complaining to somebody named Herr Schultz in Altdorf.
Isn't that the dude from that letter? I feel like we've heard Herr Schultz before.
Yeah. We have.
No, this isn't. No.
No, that's.
Let's see, I have.
Who were you supposed to be as your alter ego?
Probably important.
Lieberman?
Oh yeah, Lieberman. That's right.
Lauren.
Answer.
Marion.
Petros is before one more.
I still don't have time reading this font.
Anybody want half cookie?
It's handwriting.
No, thank you, Ben.
I need new glasses. Shit.
Wearing glasses.
I need new ones.
He needs 2 glasses.
Okay, so you guys are in the sewers at this point, or is there something else you want to do in this room?
Do we want to check for secret passages in the temple room? See if
I
there's
thought we found another one. It was going up into.
Leads
Yeah.
into the
Building.
sewers. That's the exit into the sewer.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's look for another one. See if maybe it'll go up into a different
See if we
building.
missed something else when we were here before.
secret
Yeah,
door goes to a room that leads to a secret door that goes to another room.
Sure.
That leads to a secret door that goes to another room.
By chance, can we recreate the temple?
Why?
Why would you want to
To
do
throw
that?
them under the bus and prove that there was a temple.
Do you have Chaos Temple accoutrement?
No.
How much money do you have? I don't even enough to make.
You're certainly welcome to give it a try if you have the means to do so. You guys spend maybe 30 minutes or so searching. None of you are able to find any indication of any other secret doors. There seems to be two entrances in here. One, the fairly obvious entrance from the sewer, which is by nature concealed, and then the secret panel that leads up into the Steinhager offices.
Let's get the hell out of here before that guy comes up behind us.
Yep.
Okay.
Alert a bigger crowd to come find us.
So where you guys head into the sewer, it's just as stinky and smelly as before. Where are you guys heading? You following your map back to where you originally came in, or are you going to try to go somewhere else?
Yeah, let's take the map back where we originally came in.
Yeah.
And again, looking for pitfalls in the ground that the rat guy, we watched him do it. So
Okay.
we gotta make sure we aren't falling in holes forever and
Yeah.
drowning.
How deep is the water in this place?
I can
Most of the sewer is about 3 to 4 feet
Oh,
of muck and so forth, but according to the rat catcher, there's areas where it drops off, either due to poor construction or just the way the pipes and the water go. So there were several areas where he would test it and make sure that it was safe to go across.
I'll move forth and guide. 'Cause I'm
This is
scout.
why we
Okay.
hire rat catchers when we go to the sewers. We learn
Oh.
everything from them.
Yeah. Hopefully earn my wage as a scout.
Okay. You guys are heading back through the sewers. You've covered most of the distance when you hear hushed voices coming from one of the side passageways. Appears to be several voices talking in hushed tones. Sounds like they're trying to move something heavy.
So, sneaky. Sneaky?
I know Stinky.
No, you know sneaky.
Me neither.
Just don't move.
You guys are armored.
Just fly.
I'm sneaking my own way.
Problem solved.
Okay, now you have a lantern currently, so you can't get too close without them seeing the light.
Right. But I see the direction of the. Or I know which
There is a
it's coming from.
passageway, and you can hear voices sort of echoing down there.
I'm gonna have them wait, and I'm going to. Do I see light of any kind down there?
No,
Gonna try to feel my way quietly down
in the dark.
in the dark.
This is my job.
You have stealth? Yeah, I know you got survival and scouting, but
I'll follow him, and I am going to try to be stealthy.
Okay.
Even with my minus 10, I'm still
36.
28.
34.
Okay.
I watched out the map.
I'm
for a
Oh.
second.
okay.
I mean, what's your stealth?
32. That's
Yeah,
not-
mine's 28
yeah,
with my
34.
penalty, so.
I continue. I go.
What's yours?
Mine's actually better than all yours, 37.
So
Well,
do
if
we
I
just
wasn't wearing my armor, it'd be
I have
better
the
than
best
yours.
survival.
so do we just leave
Mine's
the lantern on and
32.
just go confront them then, or be sneaky, stealthy in the dark?
Can we hear what they're saying? Like if we.
No.
Okay.
You can hear voices. There's several somebodies talking quietly.
What are you doing in my bag?
She says, "You got stuff in here."
Do we see silhouettes?
No, you don't see any light or any source at this point. They're some distance away.
Hey, Scully with us is stack.
Does this follow the map, or is
No,
this
it
like
heads
a
off to
second?
the side.
Okay.
It's not along the course of the map.
Map it.
Well, I don't think we're going to be stealthy.
Oh, and they said that they were trying. It sounded like they were trying to move something heavy,
Correct.
which means they aren't going to be moving quickly. So we could probably overtake them relatively quickly.
Okay. While you guys are debating, you hear in the distance. It sounds like a door close.
Oh,
And the voice. You don't hear the voices anymore.
let's go. Leave the light on. Let's go.
Onward.
Yep.
Towards the exit or towards where the sound
Towards
from?
where the sound came
Yeah.
from. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
maybe it's another secret passage into another
Yeah.
I'm
room.
going to draw on the map where we're
Where,
going.
okay, you're gonna keep.
Yeah.
Do you have any navigation or map making skills?
I have a book about how to make maps and a writing set and paper.
So you have a book that's how to make maps for dummies.
Yeah, specifically, I spent like 10 gold on it.
Okay, okay. So he says, hold on a moment. Looks, okay, in order to draw a branch, you draw a line this way. Got it. Okay. Makes a mark on his map. Okay. A short distance in, down one of the more narrow sides, you see there's a narrow archway. The walls are covered with slime and moss and so forth. And the path along the bottom is fairly slick with stuff. It looks like there's there's several scrapes in the stone where something heavy, like a crate or a box or something, has been dragged through it. From the looks of it, fairly recently. Built into the wall, there is a fairly rickety, poorly built wooden door. Its edges are very clearly defined by light coming from the other side. Looks like torchlight or lantern light.
You know what?
Hey, we know it's 2 in the morning.
You know what though? Like,
There is a strange symbol scratched into the brickwork beside the door.
Yeah, what does it look like?
Not really sure. Do you have any specialized language skills?
I have classical.
I have,
Does not look like a classical symbol. You have seen symbols similar to it around town, but it just looked like graffiti.
Try a wastelander.
No?
ooh, is it
I
like
have
the hand?
linguistics.
The
I
purple
have-
hand.
No, not that.
Oh,
I
No.
have a linguistics skill.
Okay. Give me a linguistics.
I have Reichland, magic, and classical.
Okay.
I'm multilingual.
Can you look up what linguistics is?
Just give me an intelligence roll.
I thought that's what it would be, but I didn't want to just roll
I'm
that.
going to assume that's it.
Isn't a 66 a failure?
It's a critical failure.
Yeah, that would be a critical failure.
Okay. Yeah, you don't know what it is. It looks like a pictogram of some sort, more like a picture sort of thing. Vaguely looks like a campfire.
Holy symbol of Sigmar.
What about the note that we just got with the symbol? Does it
Well,
match
yeah,
the symbol?
I asked that question.
No, you- okay.
I don't need a special skill to go.
No,
It's the same.
Yeah, no, it does not look like that at all.
Even he could do that.
oh, I don't deal with pictograms. That's for children.
Okay, are we gonna make our way?
Should have just attempt to open the door.
All right, I'm gonna put all this document away and right so nobody can see it on us or whatever, like the letter or whatnot. And I'm gonna take my warhammer,
Okay. Tap on the door.
knock on the door.
I will stand
Okay.
on the side of the door, waiting.
Yeah,
to
I'm not
stab.
gonna stand so that if somebody throws the door open, I get thrown into the water. So I'll stand off to the side a little bit. So when it opens, I'm standing where it opens.
Okay. You knock on the door. Doesn't seem to be any answer.
Does the light go out inside?
Hey, we're lost.
You
Help.
see some shadows moving around. There's something moving in there, but you're not sure whether they're reacting necessarily.
That's fine. I'm gonna
versus
keep knocking.
otherwise.
Hey, we're lost. We need
Yeah.
some help.
Can I just try to open the door?
I
I
mean,
check to see if it was
Just
locked.
give me a sec.
Oh, okay.
Give me a sec.
Okay.
I'm a priest of Sigmar. I need help.
Okay.
I'm lost down here.
No. There's no response.
We got some beer
You
for
said
you.
rickety door?
There is a lock on it.
Huh.
Appears to be locked as such, but the door itself looks to be like a couple of pieces of driftwood lashed together type stuff.
Hey, I don't want to have to break your fine door, but I'm not going to continue to wander around in this shithole any longer. Could you guys come open the door for me, please? The grace of Sigmar will bless you.
We got some alcohol for you.
No,
I hate you.
Okay.
I mean, it's true. I got a little bit of wine left. Anybody? I'll knock a little harder with the end of the warhammer. Come on.
Okay.
Would sway work for this?
Would sway?
What is the sway count? What?
Joey,
I could.
stop turning that up.
No, that just adds extra to your
It's suave.
characteristics.
It's suave.
Suave.
No.
Oh.
Sway would be like rocking back and forth.
That's what I was
That
thinking
won't
too.
help
It's
here. Suave, it helps you, gives you a natural 5 bonus to your charisma modifiers.
Yeah, sorry.
That's already built in.
The way I write these
Break it down.
ends up in a little reminiscent of
Yeah.
why.
Yeah, the door has offended me. I feel as if it needs to be removed.
Bam! I'll
Okay.
slam the
You start,
warhammer into the
you start
lock.
bashing your way through.
You are so inconsiderate. They just didn't want to come to the door.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's the
I'm not staying.
Tired.
Wait,
God, I hope this isn't like a police station or something.
That would be so great. It's your priest.
Scully.
Okay. You smash the door a couple of times
They were taking
with
a
your
car
hammer before it gives way. As you break through a couple of the panels, the door itself, although it looks pretty basic and pretty flimsy, turns out it's actually fairly durable. It's more disguised than anything else. Once you manage to break open a panel or so, you see on the other side there's a large stack of crates that, as you start smashing the door and everything, they topple over, making all sorts of noise and everything. You also start to hear the distinct loud sound of music from a bard or entertainment group from somewhere in the place, making quite a bit of noise. Looking in past the crates, you see a cellar room, well lit with lanterns and so forth. There's a large wooden table, 3 rough-looking men sitting around playing cards, all staring at you at this point. One is dark-haired and wiry. One is tall and broad-shouldered with a goatee.
He's yours.
The third is fairly short with long dark hair. They don't seem particularly concerned, maybe a little bit startled per se. Don't make any movement or anything else. The dark-haired wiry one leans back in his chair and sits there cleaning his fingernails. Says, "Come in, why don't you? Have a seat."
sounds like Chris Hansen.
No,
Come
really,
in,
people.
have a seat.
Yeah, I know. Look, we're just trying to get out of the sewers, guys. We need help.
Not a problem. Come on in. Sit for a while.
Great, you just.
He stays seated while the other two stand up. They are armed, but not necessarily. They're not hostile. I mean, they don't pull weapons out necessarily. They're just more concerned.
Did this
You hear
door,
Johnny
was
and
this a
questions.
dead end into this door?
No.
Sorry, roll. Sorry, roll.
Oh, let me squeeze right
Yep.
past
Oh,
you.
let me scooch on down the line here. Oh,
Good God, you just hear Johnny a bunch of.
Can I whisper
security
the
guys.
fact? You go in. He doesn't know. They don't know that they're all here.
They can.
We.
Yeah.
Well, yes, you also know that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They know there's another several of you, and
yeah.
they're inviting you in.
Me and
Okay.
Neil, let's go in.
You'll be fine. We won't
Hey,
totally leave.
you remember
or
what
anything.
happened the last time I played cards?
Come on in. Don't be shy.
Well, yeah, it's a little late for that. Open the door. I'm still have
Okay.
my shield. And
Sure.
Warhammer, like, look, guys, I don't want any trouble.
You swing the door. You move what's left of the door out. The crates move out of the way easily. All of you going in. Some of you staying in the sewer. What?
I'm going in.
Okay.
The
Look,
rich,
we'll
the rich guy
pay
in
for
the
your door,
Sigmar
man.
is-
What about you?
I think us three should go in and you three should.
I'll
back.
stay like just barely outside,
Carter's not here.
but if
So you're staying in the sewer.
Yes. Ready in case if anything comes.
I'll wait in the sewer.
Okay, so the two of you wait in the sewer. The other three step in. You guys are in what looks like a wine cellar. There's lots of racks of casks and foods and so forth. Basically, it looks like the basement of a tavern. and from the sounds of it, a fairly popular tavern. There's lots of music, shouting, noises, and so forth from up above that you guys have just broken your way into the basement.
Watch
The guy sitting at the table says, "Come on, other two, come on in."
Okay. You two, come on.
All right. At this point, I'm just confidently walk in.
Okay, yeah.
Kind of put my
Put
stuff
your weapons away. Okay.
And be like,
I'll come in, but I'll be by the doorway.
Okay. Ben.
Slap off my pants.
Okay.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
start
that-
wipe.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm gonna.
Okay.
That's a good idea. Like, sorry,
Ben
sorry.
says. Ben steps in cautiously. And I said, "Really didn't want to have to do this." And you hear a click from under the table, at which point the ground underneath you pops open, dropping you guys down about 15 feet into a pit.
Can you try and catch yourselves?
No, you can hit the bottom of the ground. The guy then stands, walks over,
We can't do a dodge to try to jump off the.
not from the pit itself. Now, once you're down at the pit, if you want to do something else to get out of it, you're certainly welcome to.
Okay.
At the bottom, it opens up somewhat into a larger room. As you guys are dazed, getting up off the ground, you see maybe a dozen men around you in the room, weapons drawn, aimed at you, all wearing leathers. And several of them start moving forward and say, "We suggest you don't resist." Does anybody wish to resist?
How many you said?
Dozen.
That's like 12.
Yes.
We can take
And
them.
then there's a trap. They're all under. Not you. We're lucky.
So what kind of room are we in?
You guys are in, effectively, you guys were in a cellar, and they activated a pit underneath the entrance where you guys walked in, which jumped you down into a secondary chamber underneath with several other openings around the side alcoves where these other men were waiting for
How
you.
wide is this opening?
The one at the top, maybe 20 feet wide. It's a fairly sizable area, but it looks
Okay.
like they had the
I was
whole
saying, 'cause
entrance
I was
charged.
quite farther in than most of
Understood,
these
yes,
guys.
but the idea here is that they had their
Like
whole
the entire hallway just collapses.
correct. Yeah, they had it blocked for the occasional people that break in here. They can otherwise defend themselves, type stuff, because they have an open door in the sewer
Yeah, all right.
that isn't very hidden.
I'll
So
just-
Yeah, we wasn't here to hurt you anyway.
yeah, we weren't here to hurt anybody. We just
Okay.
wanted out of the sewers,
okay,
guys.
is anybody planning to resist?
What does it look like they're trying to do?
They have several bags and ropes.
They're gonna steal all our shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna like.
Are you going to resist?
It's a yes or no question.
They have more than enough muscle to overpower you, so I want to caution you. But if you wish to resist, by all means.
Remember, we've had problems with 2 or 3 guys.
Two of them have already said yes.
Right.
Okay. The other three, I need to know.
Yeah.
I'm not resisting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You're going to resist?
No, I'm not gonna resist.
I'm
Okay.
not resisting.
None of us are.
I said I wasn't.
Okay. George?
You're not the one with the irreplaceable book.
Okay. So they quickly
I'm sorry, what was that?
they quickly jump on you, putting sacks over your head, tying you up. Okay. You are almost immediately disarmed and gagged. Okay. And then lifted with the bags over your faces and moved.
Did I see any symbols or anything on their leathers or anything
No.
when they? Okay,
Yeah.
that's what I was.
Okay.
And they can't pay ends there.
No.
Torture first.
Just execute us.
Torture, then the campaign. Yes.
Okay. They move you. After a short time, they put you down on some chairs. Make sure you're tied up, and then start moving the masks or the bags.
They disarmed us, or
They disarmed you.
unequipped us?
They disarmed you.
Okay.
Anything that's obviously a weapon. If
Okay.
it's something that's not obviously
still
a
got my
weapon,
armor
you still got your
on.
armor,
Okay.
everything else.
Yeah.
If it's
My
not
robes.
obviously a weapon, they may have missed it. We'll determine that if it becomes relevant. Okay.
Okay.
So they disarm the halberd.
Correct. The halberd is gone.
How about like a farming sickle?
That's gone.
Okay.
That's pretty obvious.
I got a farm.
That is a big bladed knife. Okay. You see the guy that was sitting there with the knife, sitting back at the table now. He has a couple of his other guys. Several of the other ruffians are out there too, just sort of keeping an eye on you. He says, okay, that's better. Now we can talk. Or rather, I can talk. You can listen.
I'll just nod along, like, all right.
Where are my manners? I'm Franz. My two friends here are Rain and Rain. They're twins.
Who's from?
The one on the right says, pleasure to meet you, ain't it, Rain? The guy on the left says, it certainly is, Rain, for us at least. Now, you see, we have something of a problem. The door you found may not be much to look at, but we like it. It's funny how you can become attached to things. Call it selfish if you like, but we really are quite possessive. We don't really want it to share it with anybody. If people keep wandering in and out of it willy-nilly, well, it'll just wear out, won't it? And that would be a shame. In fact, we'd be quite upset.
You're enjoying this.
Yes. So, we're not quite sure what to do. My two associates here tell me they'd like to beat you to a pulp, drop you in the sewers with a bag of bricks around your neck. That wouldn't be very nice. They do tend to get excited when they're upset about something. I'm sure you'll understand and forgive them, won't you? No, I said to myself when I saw your faces, these people are reasonable. I'm sure they'll understand. So I'm going to ask you to look on it as our little secret. You can keep a secret, can't you?
Absolutely.
Okay. I'm sure you can. And I have great confidence in my judgment. I get that from my mother, you know. She was very gifted in that direction. So, I'd be very disappointed if I turned out to be wrong, and so would my two friends here. And all of our other friends. We're very lucky people, you know. We've got lots of friends. I suppose we're just naturally sociable.
And you said we're gagged?
Yes.
Oh.
Now, you promise to keep our little secret just for me? Make me very happy if you'd each promise.
I will promise.
Okay. They take off the gags for each of you.
Yes.
Okay.
If you would untie my hands, I'd be happy to give you a sign of good faith.
Well, as soon as you guys promise, that's fine.
Okay.
They untie you. The guy Franz congratulates you on your wise decision. Pointing out he knew all along you guys could be trusted. You seem like trustworthy folk. I wouldn't do this just for just about anybody. Okay. Then they take you back over to the sewer door. Your weapons are tied up in a little bundle off to the side. They return those and shut the door behind you. Franz calls out after you. Just so you know, my friends will be keeping an eye out. They have a nasty, suspicious natures, you know. I'd hate to be disappointed.
So before he closes the door, I'd like to take my signet ring off that I have and give it to him.
Okay.
And my 2 gold rings off my other 2 fingers and give them to Rain and Rain.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay. And give them a bribe or a payment.
That's my good faith.
Okay.
Along with my promise.
Okay. They look a little surprised, but thank you.
Thank you. All right. So further down the tunnel, guys. Good thing? Maybe.
We need to find out
What?
we need to find. I'm going to say this after.
Yeah, I
We
figured.
need to find out where we were. So keep track of where we are.
I'd like to.
He's got a book telling him how to write a map.
Yeah.
He's got no doubt he knows where it is.
I'm a professional.
I am very interested.
Would I be able
Who
to
the hell
remember
their
the
friends
symbol?
Sure.
Okay. Because you said we've
Franz.
seen similar
The
things
15th
around
Franz
there
we
was
met.
graffiti. Like,
Yeah.
I want to keep an eye out for that symbol in because obviously it's some kind of linguistic for the underworld, which I'm excited about.
By chances the purple hands.
New.
Nope. Doesn't look like anything like a purple head.
Well, I will get my equipment out of the bag.
Okay.
Yes.
It is all there. The guns are unloaded currently,
Okay. I will
but you guys can reload them easily enough.
You got
reload.
guns.
I have a gun, yes,
Oh.
and I will reload my gun.
I'm gonna
Okay.
take all my stuff.
Didn't you take the gun from the guy who shot me?
We all take our
Yes.
stuff.
Okay.
Yep.
Where else would you guys like to go?
So, can I look and see if it looks like the heavy crate, which moved further down the tunnel?
No.
We're not seeing.
You're not seeing any sign of it.
So it looks like it got pulled in there and then stacked up.
Can you track where it came from?
No.
There's a running water in the mud.
Let's go back up to the surface where sewers are not an issue.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
So you guys return to the surface level around 2 a.m. or so.
Okay.
Not many people on the road, on the streets. You guys still have your room at the inn for the night, after which your contract with the city is done. So anything further you need to establish yourself.
Okay. So we go there and get cleaned up, guys.
Yep.
Okay?
Uh-huh.
So you guys get there, we'll say 3 a.m. or so. The bar is...
As we're going back to the hotel, once we're on the surface, I'm going to keep an eye out for anybody following us.
Sure. What's your perception?
It is 44.
You are not aware of anybody following you.
Fair enough.
Okay, you guys get back to the inn around 3. The bar is quiet. The place is empty, other than the desk clerk, and a single person over in the bar drinking by himself. Has a cask next to him and a beer stein.
Is it
Currently drinking it by himself.
The dwarf
No,
is
not a
dead.
dwarf.
The dwarf.
Dwarf's dead.
When did he die?
In the sewers.
Yeah.
Yeah. We found his body a long time ago.
Looks like a sailor of some sort from his outfit.
Does he look like he smells? Because I mean, I'm.
No more so than you guys coming from the sewer.
I don't want to offend, but he is lower class than me, so I'm feeling like probably about even right now. So.
Yeah, probably.
Well, I want to walk up to him and ask him for a drink from his cask of.
Okay. Some overdressed ruffian steps up to you with an air of superiority. Yes, that's probably a good word. Looks down at you and says, "Mind sharing your beer?" And
So-
he sniffs you as if you smell.
They just smell him.
Would you like a free cleaning?
A free cleaning?
You smell like garbage. Why are you
Well,
wearing all those fancy clothes?
The last person to speak.
They're
to
not
me
so
was
fancy
such-
anymore.
Such degradation was run through, my friend.
Did I ask?
Oh. See, I don't think he understands the severity of the situation with the class system of our wonderful city that we live in.
That's classy.
And for that, I bid you adieu. And I leave and I go upstairs and go get cleaned up.
Okay.
Fool.
I tip
Okay.
my hat.
Oh, I flip you off.
I bite my thumb.
Yeah, I bite my thumb.
I'm
I go upstairs and get cleaned up.
Okay.
Yeah, you're gonna get cleaned up.
Okay, you see a group of people walk in, complete motley crew of random collection things. All look like they've been in the sewer, from the looks of it. 2 of them head upstairs. The rest of them stand there
I went
chuckling.
upstairs.
Okay.
Yeah, we all
I'm
go
gonna walk up,
upstairs.
sit next to him and say, sorry about him. You know
Okay.
he can't swim.
I can swim pretty well. I used to be a boat captain, but then it sunk to a kraken.
Forrest Gump the sailor.
Yeah, I can swim pretty well. I actually run
Ben.
a shrimping boat.
Oh, God.
Settle down.
Then I guess you have some. I guess you're better than him in a way.
Yeah, I'm really good at fishing.
And probably the way you smell.
You're one to talk, mister.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, you should probably get out of here. I'm trying to finish my beer in peace.
There's no peace in this town. But,
Okay.
and then I'm gonna go up and.
Okay. So, following morning, early, the housekeepers start knocking on your room. Say, Time to get out.
Okay.
Room's done.
Could I stay in the tavern?
You stayed at this tavern for the night, yes.
Okay.
You have, I'm going to assume you have lost or left your current employment on the boat due to whatever personality differences.
Crack it.
Sure. Especially given that you're a shrimper apparently, and you're on a river, so there isn't much shrimp.
I don't know what to
So,
tell you.
although you, well,
Stupid
Depending
is
on the
as
river, absolutely.
stupid as a stupid gets.
so the end result is you are currently unemployed, looking for action or looking for a way to make a living, since all the boats are occupied and your past ship is no longer letting you work
I
for
wake up
'em.
extra early to go fishing.
Okay.
I have if I spend an hour, I get like enough fish for the
Okay. So you return shortly before sunrise with some fish.
I'll cook 'em
Bit
up.
of a hangover. Well, they don't really offer you a place to cook in the tavern. It's
I'll
a
do it
private.
outside.
It's a city
I'll go outside.
Like outside the city.
outside the city.
Oh.
Yeah, like this is a city. It'd be like sitting in the street in New York. and cooking.
It'd be like going fishing and then coming to our house and making a little campfire in our front yard.
Could I like ask them if I could cook them up, or if they could cook them up for me for the price?
No, Gretel's very possessive about our kitchen. We'll cook them for you if you really want us to.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
This is the
Okay.
clerk that smashed the witch hunter's face in.
Yes.
Remember?
Eh.
Who?
So they go ahead and take the fish and cook it up for you. It's passable. What do you guys wish to do in the morning? Your stay here at the tavern is now done because the town provided you lodging while you guys were searching for the goblin. Since that mystery has been solved, at least for the town, you guys are otherwise good.
I'm gonna make my way downstairs and
So what's our goal?
scope out the people that are in the tavern.
Okay.
Are we looking
See
for
if
an
I recognize
employment?
anyone from the.
Well, you guys. He was gonna go
Right.
research.
Okay.
that
You don't
city.
recognize
Yeah,
anybody from
that's
there.
what-
There's quite a few shifty-looking people.
But it's tavern, so.
Sure, they're all shifty. And there's the sailor from the previous night, eating some fish, which looks strangely fresh compared to most of what everybody else is eating.
I'll walk up to him and say,
When that's next guy.
Yeah.
by chance, how did you get
More
how
protein?
did you keep such fresh food?
Maybe. More
I'm a
corruption.
fisherman. I fish.
Fair point.
Since we,
Looking for a job?
before we all split off and do our own
particularly.
thing today, where are we meeting back up? Because we don't have a contract with this place anymore.
Well, we have a second place. The place we were at before was the Wandering Griffin,
Okay.
and it was passable money wise.
Wandering Griffin?
The Wandering Griffin. Pretty sure.
By chance, what's your name?
My name's Dip.
Damn.
All right, I'm gonna go to the church and do some research on the symbols and
Small chuckles
see
from
what I
the
can
crowd.
figure out about this letter.
Do they have stuff for cleansing corruption? Is that a
I'm
thing
sure
we
they
can
do. I'm sure they can do
Just
that.
gotta get branded.
Let's
Let's go pray.
you wanna go to the
Sure.
the schoolhouse with me?
Sure, I'm sure the religious people will like the fancy wizard going in.
The fancy wizard who has corrupt.
We'll see. We'll find out if we
Okay.
ever
So the two of you are going to the temple
Yes.
and trying to contact them. What are the rest of you guys doing?
Is the beer family there? Do they have like
Steinhager.
the Steinhager? Do they have like I could go there during the day and
Yeah.
possibly purchase, or is it just factory like shipping just to? Or
No, I mean they run the ale industry in the place, so they have several factories, several ships, etc. That is a public office. They do business there. I mean, it's not really like a tavern where you go and order a beer.
Right.
You go and order a cart full of beer.
gotcha. Don't quite have enough for a cart full of beer.
Basically, it's Sam's Club.
But you could certainly go and I mean it's an office, it's a business, so you could certainly go and make inquiries there.
Yeah, not by myself. I don't think.
So I'm assuming you guys all did some basic cleanup. You guys
Oh,
are
yeah.
still pretty trashed as far as your clothes, etc. If you wish to have a full cleaning bath type stuff, mark off a copper.
Silver is heavy copper?
D is
Brass, I
copper.
mean.
A brass?
Yeah.
Where's my pencil go?
1 penny a bath. Okay. And you guys are otherwise fine for breakfast at least. After that, you guys are on your own with whatever money you happen to have. The Wandering Griffin, I forget what the rate was. I don't know if you made a note of it. My book has wandered away again.
I'm gonna go ahead and buy a beer.
Yes, I take
Okay.
a full bath with that.
Okay. So you two are heading to the temple. You guys are going to do what for the day? Or at least for the morning? Hang out with the sailor? Make friends?
I'm gonna go find some work so I can buy a new boat.
There does not seem to be any work currently available, and the fastest way to find a boat or to buy a boat would be either to take out a massive loan that you'd never be able to repay, steal a boat, which is probably a bad idea, or find a hidden treasure hoard and get rich quick.
Do you guys know where there's a hidden treasure hoard?
Why would we
I know
tell
where some-
you?
I need some money for a boat.
We can help you
Okay.
with that money problem.
I'll help you out if you give me a boat.
Do we need this guy?
We don't.
Because it needs a boat.
Hey, he needs a boat. We don't need him.
Hey,
I will.
It's one
clean-
more target that's not being attacked, that they're not attacking
yeah,
you.
he has a mop. It's okay.
I can make you some fish.
It wouldn't be the first time we've stolen a boat.
No.
And then
I'm
I
going
believe.
to the temple. Somebody else figure this out.
Okay, I believe at some point you guys are going to meet back at the
Yeah.
Wandering Griffin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
We could use your help dealing with a little bit of.
What are your underground navigation skills like?
I have a map.
Do you
Okay.
want
Don't
to
give a
buy
shit about
me
you
a
on the
boat?
water.
I'm gonna-
How are you underwater?
I'm gonna walk around town and
I
see
like
if I
this.
can
I'll make you
find
captain
those
of the
other
seas.
symbols and make note of the ones that I
Whatever you find.
what I found
I need a boat.
previously.
Okay.
See if I could
We'll get you a boat.
associate them with certain areas, or
Sounds good.
so if it's all the bars,
We'll get you a
or
boat.
if it's all, or if
Sure.
I see it everywhere. Yeah.
You guys see
Okay.
that? He
Okay, just gonna
offered
wander
me
the
a
town?
boat to join
Yep.
your group.
Okay. He's going to buy you a boat.
Just steal one.
I need a boat.
He's poor.
I mean, we did it last time.
Boat.
No, we didn't.
He agreed.
It's like
Yes.
one bum agreeing to buy the other bum something when they win the
Well, how did we
lottery.
steal a boat?
You left.
We'll,
The
we'll be
one
dead
who's
before
talking-
we have to before we have to fulfill the promise.
You left the dumb one with the brain damaged one.
That's a fair point. He's got a fair.
we
We're
can't,
gonna buy a boat.
we'll give him a little carved toy boat. Be like, listen, that's what the dummy said.
It won't.
Magic man, make it big.
Okay. So you're wandering around town.
Bubba Gumbo.
You're discussing boats and hanging out at the bar for the day, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Were you doing anything, Ben?
Man, productive use of your morning.
I'll just take a look around the town, check for any simple work that I can do real quick. Not like
Okay.
high value targets or any of that. Just
Okay.
basic
So you're just
work.
looking for odd jobs
Just
to
get
do.
a bit more money.
Okay. So the two of you head over to the temple. What are you bringing everything? Not bringing nothing?
Oh, I'm fully dressed.
As far as the clues, notes,
Oh yeah, I'm taking
etc.
all the notes and clues, all that
Okay.
stuff that I've got on me.
Okay.
So
So
I don't
while
have any
while I'm wandering
sacrifice.
around,
Uh-huh.
I just happened to see the gossip thing. I'd like to listen, talk to people and see what they can tell me about the Steinbrenner. That's not right. That's
Steinhager?
the Yankees owner.
I was about to say I knew that name from somewhere.
Yeah. Just as I wander around.
Okay. So you head over to the temples. You go to the Temple of Sigmar.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was having the hardest time figuring out how to mount these to the bases.
Super glue.
No, I'm talking like where does the feet go?
Oh yeah, they have spots for them.
Yeah, I figured that out.
Eventually.
Like this one, I couldn't figure it out. Right? I was like, which foot goes on the? So now I know. So, did you airbrush those, or did you just rattle can them?
Rattle can.
It's thin. You did a good job.
Okay.
Are you gonna paint him punk rock?
No, I'm gonna paint him like a greenish probably eventually.
Hey, Dad,
Um,
where did the wireless charger go?
Where did the wireless charger go? It's on my desk.
Go get it.
No, it's okay. I don't need it, Ben. It's not
Yeah.
that important.
Okay, so there are 3 primary temples in town. The Temple of Boganauer, which is the patron deity of the town itself. The Temple of Shalia, and the Temple of Verena. The High Priest of Sigmar was here visiting, rather than having a Temple of Sigmar here in the town.
Ah, okay.
Okay, so he's not directly available anymore.
What would it take
Because
to open your own temple?
to open your own temple, followers and a shrine. I mean, you could open a temple relatively easily, because you just got to set up a shrine and say, "Hey, it's now a temple of this."
Shalia,
Shalia is healing.
yeah, healing, yeah.
So that would be the opposite of like undead assholes and demons and stuff like that. I say we go there.
And then the Temple of Verena, I believe, is knowledge.
Yeah, we actually visited.
No,
them.
Verena. Let's go to Verena. That'll help.
Okay.
Is that the one that was across the river?
I think it's
No, that's Shalia.
Charlotte.
They tend to the injured and poor and so forth. Temple of Verena is knowledgeable.
I think it's Verena.
You're reading those cursed tomes.
I say Verena.
Okay.
You say Verena.
Okay. So you guys go there.
There's a town.
An acolyte greets you. Says, "Yeah, welcome. Don't get many worshippers of Sigmar here."
No, unfortunately, we don't have a temple here. I'm thinking about changing that. But
You wish to convert?
oh no, I'm thinking about opening a temple to Sigmar here.
Oh.
There's enough room for more than one.
Of course,
one faith.
there's plenty of room for everybody.
Was
Exactly.
this the place where I paid the membership to go in and stuff like that?
I think he did. I think this was it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll use his credentials in my priesthood, and we visited here a few days ago, did some research, made some hefty donations, and we need your help again.
Of course.
Yeah, we just stinky.
We've
What subject would you be researching?
we're not quite sure. We need some help identifying some symbology.
Oh, you should talk to Mother Greta.
Mother Greta.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
She's our leading historian and expert on all history of Bogenhaven.
Excellent. Give me a clean parchment.
Sure.
I'm not gonna have a second piece of paper.
I guess.
You know this stuff.
You'll get it back.
You know this stuff doesn't grow on trees, don't you?
Maybe it can.
Parchment is kind of expensive.
I get that. I'm not going to mark it up. I just. Okay. Well, thank you. Where would we locate Greta?
She's in the library.
All right, let's head to the library.
Okay.
Are we presentable? We still don't stink
Yeah.
like the.
No, you guys
We
took a bath. You paid a copper,
Yeah.
and you got everything cleaned up. So
Okay.
you're certainly presentable, subject to your cultural level.
Okay.
What's your social standing?
2.
Bronze or silver?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay.
Mine's silver 3.
Okay. So
I'd have to look
both of
at
you
the
are
website.
semi-respectable.
Yeah.
Okay.
So.
You find Mother Greta in the library. She's a elderly lady of 45.
Excellent.
Yeah.
The first wisping of gray hairs.
Nah, she looks fairly old.
Yeah.
Careful.
Dad,
Her
dude.
her arms have arthritis or something, so if you pick her up on the front, she always gets hurt. That
Stop
strains it.
picking her up,
So,
okay.
anyways, she says, "Yeah, I hear you wish to have questions answered. The mysteries of Bogenhaven.
There are some mysteries here we've identified.
There's many a mystery in Bogenhaven. It's a very mysterious place.
We need your confidence
Confidence. Okay.
because we're investigating some things.
Oh, I'm curious now.
Yes, but we need to ensure that the scope of our investigation stays very limited. So that
I'm confused.
yeah, I am too. So
Hence the investigation part.
yes.
Do you have questions for Verena?
Yes, I do. The results of this investigation could be dire for the city. So we need to make sure that we have all of our information gathered properly before we proceed
It can't possibly be that dire. I've heard those words many times from you Sigmarites. This is only knowledge.
It's true. We do burn people at stake. It is true.
Dire fire.
Okay. Fair enough.
That's every day for us.
Fair enough.
Knowledge can only be helpful.
Dad is enjoying this so much.
I just imagine this old lady on a pyre just now. So, like, interesting belief. We shall see. We shall see. And I'm going to take the clean parchment and hold it over the rest of the letter like this.
Okay.
And show her. I was like, have you ever seen this symbol before?
Oh yes, that's the Ordo Septenarius.
Okay.
Explanation?
Yeah.
The Ordo Septenarius. Oh, that's a private organization. Operates out of the Merchants Guild. From its title, it's implied that it's based around the number 7 in some way, but they're known for various charitable works around town. They know that they've recorded many sizable donations to both the temples of Shalya and Bogenauer.
I'm very confused. Okay. Interesting. Do they have political reach beyond the city? To other
Not that I'm aware of. It's a private society, so there's not much known about it.
Okay, fair enough.
Do you want to show the full thing?
Do you think it's a good idea?
Enlighten me with whatever information you might have.
Yeah, she's trustworthy.
Dude, I keep forgetting you're as corrupted as I am, so.
You say that in front of
They're
me.
both walking the line on the dark side.
Yeah.
Well, that's why we need to cleanse our corruption, bring this to light.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And how do you easily, by Sigmar, how do you cleanse corruption?
Well, this
With
is
fire.
Well, this is why we went to
Lots
Verena.
of fire and warhammers.
That's why we went to Verena to cleanse the corruption, not your Sigmarite burning.
Do we have any? Do you remember the symbols that we found in the temple?
Well, there was a 7-pointed star.
Okay. I'm literally having this conversation in front of her.
Yeah, she's listening attentively.
7-pointed star. Was there anything else? Do you remember?
Well, there was a summoning scroll for a demon.
Yes, it was that. I'm just gonna look at her. Do we still have that scroll?
No, we left it there
Yes.
because I didn't want to touch it. Or
Right. Nobody wanted to
And
touch
then-
it. Yeah.
And then it disappeared with the rest of the stuff.
Okay. I'm going to use a lore check on my own theology. I can't remember in Warhammer if 7 is a good number or a bad number.
Doesn't
So-
have any. It doesn't have any specific reference.
Okay.
8's the
It's
number.
8. That's it. It's the chaos.
Okay. 8-pointed star. And are you sure it was a 7-pointed star?
No, it was a year ago. I honestly can't remember.
I think it was an 8-pointed star.
There was either an 8 or a 7. I can't remember.
It was 7.
God, has it been a year?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm not.
Jesus.
It's actually been a year.
I'm trying. I'm not sure you can make.
I'm surprised I remembered this much about the campaign.
I think it was.
I wish we had.
You're
it.
wandering around town looking for symbols. Here and there, you find lots of graffiti. It's functionally what you equate it to. To the best of your knowledge, there doesn't seem to be any rhyme or reason to any of it. And you're fairly certain a lot of it is literally just graffiti. Some of it might be special markings, but you don't have any reference or framework to really understand. Okay. Asking around town, most of the discussion seems to be about the unusual moon last night.
The more sleep.
Yeah, more sleep.
Yeah.
It was.
So that we went into the sewers in the place on Mortsley.
Yeah.
Yes,
When the green moon was out,
the red
What were you
moon.
thinking?
there was a green glow.
Was it green?
Yeah. A green glow, but and then there was a madman, a doomsday madman in town square with
Correct.
7-9 mines, star within a circle.
What?
No man.
Andy
Star
knows
within a
more than
circle is a
Luigi.
pentagram. 7-9 mine.
Okay. Yeah, there was the madman. Where is that note?
7-9 mine.
I honestly think we should incorporate her
Um,
in this investigation.
The moon of Morsleb,
Dragon NPC.
which in Warhammer there's two moons.
Drag it along. But
Okay,
drag some
in the
with
world
it.
of the Empire. There's the normal moon that follows the standard rotation, 28 days to a month type stuff. It goes to full, goes to empty, etc. Then there is Morsleb,
Unless I have a membership
which
card.
is a second moon that's associated with chaos, okay, and magic and the warp.
But that's what my
That
bag
does
of
not
offices.
maintain a standard pattern. If you consider it a Morsley month from full to empty or from full to full again, sometimes it's a week, sometimes it's a month, sometimes it's multiple months. There's no rhyme or reason that anybody can decipher as far as its rotation. So it's not like it's a planetary object rotating in a set pattern type thing. It is universally known as a bad omen whenever Morsleb is full.
And there was a fog or something rolled in with it, right? That-
That's just the
the
boat.
first. What's that?
That's just the bogan, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's just the swamps. Everything else. There was a fog at night. But the town is a lot of the talk and chatter is about how Morsleb was full last night, and everybody's seeing that as a dire omen.
Anybody talking about anything that happened last night besides that, like crimes, murders,
No,
missing children,
no.
fight murder?
Missing letters.
Missing witch hunters.
Yes. Delicious.
Yummy.
Mm,
Some yummy people.
You think she'd be willing to go?
What?
Where would we take her? Where are we going to take her?
No, we won't take her anywhere. She has knowledge, and she'll know
The-
where to go next or who to contact. Or maybe she'll just do the investigation for us.
Just some
Why
And
do
we
we-
can,
Unlikely.
Why
some
do we
old
even
lady
need to
walking around.
investigate?
I really
Yeah.
don't feel like fighting demons
That's-
and cults.
Yeah, we could.
Why? You're about to become one.
So, is there anything else I can assist you with? I feel Verena has not really done her justice since I've only answered one question.
Is it common knowledge? GM question. Is it common knowledge there's vampires in the city? I mean, like we suspect that one family are vampires.
Nobody's ever been accused of being a vampire. Nothing's ever gone to trial or anything like that.
Yeah, okay.
Bad
Because
idea.
we know how trials work.
Show her
The
the
justice
letter.
system is incorruptible.
Show her the note.
Which note?
The note you showed the symbol with, and then the rest.
Don't you dare.
We found this.
Okay.
No, I think I'll hold
What?
on to it. You can read it from there.
Oh, well, my eyes are not quite what they used to be.
Not terrible.
Okay. Seems fairly basic to me.
The problem we run into with this
Uh-huh.
is that in our investigations, this temple, we believe it refers to a Chaos Temple we found in the sewers.
Well, I've certainly not heard of any chaos temples, but
Well, would you though?
Johannes Tugen is a benefactor of several of the temples. He's opened many small shrines around town. It seems completely basic and normal to me for him.
What's his occupation?
He's one of the he's the head of the Tugen family, a leading counselor on the government, and the master of the Merchants Guild.
Okay.
Are they vampires?
What's that?
Vampire-esque people?
That's the one that the group suspects might be a vampire, yes.
Shelby, stop.
According to Helga, Tugen is said to have been born 50 years ago, the second son of Frederick and Gunhild Tugen. His older brother Karl became the head of the family on Friedrich's death when Johannes went to study at the University of Nuln. On Karl's death 2 years ago, Johannes returned to Bogenhaven and took over the family business. Since then, the Merchants Guild and the Tugen family have been showing significant prosperity, obviously because of their donations to the church and their various shrines they've been building.
Okay. So maybe this temple isn't referring to what, but dude, it was upstairs from the temple. I don't believe in coincidence. So,
Okay.
No.
Are you aware of twins in the city?
Am I aware of twins?
Yes.
Sure, there's many twins in the city.
Are you sure?
Well, I
Twins
rarely
really aren't that common.
I rarely see them together, but yeah, I'm aware there are twins.
Okay.
It's not an uncommon sort of thing.
Have you ever heard of a pair of twins named Ryan?
No,
Rain?
neither Rhine or Rain.
Yeah, it's Rain. Any other questions? Okay. What kind of... Do you guys have the knowledge
Of course, we are the Temple of Verena.
of demon summoning? Not that I want
Oh,
to.
no. We don't dabble in such things.
Good.
That's forbidden.
Good.
None that I'm aware of would ever even consider such things. I'm concerned that a priest of Sigmar would even be discussing that.
That's actually not true. If you think about it, a priest of Sigmar would investigate those kinds of things. It's the whole
Certainly
Warhammer
investigate.
40K
Certainly investigate. I have no issue with, but it's very unheard of for a priest of Sigmar to be discussing ways to summon demons.
No, you misunderstand my intent. I don't want to summon demons. I want to learn how other people would learn how to summon demons.
No.
But that's a slippery slope and just a gateway to summoning the demons yourself. We at Verena do not dabble in such knowledge, the forbidden
You
dark
understand
arts.
what I'm saying.
Yes.
I understand what you're saying too.
Well, you made me doubt myself.
As all nuns should.
Should we ask about how would you usually go about cleansing corruption?
Ask whatever questions you want to
Yeah.
ask.
Okay.
Corruption? Oh, the only way I know to cleanse the soul is to live a pious life.
That's what happened.
She nudges the donations box.
I'll throw silver in there.
Okay.
Shared of all your sins.
I'll put a silver in there.
Okay.
Yeah.
See? Isn't your heart lifted?
Is it? That's the question. Corruption level 6?
Let's see how much it's lifted.
It's like, if so, it's like I may be putting 6 more silver in there.
Yeah, there does not seem to be any direct mechanical modification. No.
You can buy your forgiveness.
Yes.
Only a silver apiece.
We'll be back this afternoon to get more money.
That's right. Can I pay in advance?
I'm gonna throw a couple gold in there.
Yeah, let me put a couple of gold in for deposit.
For the sin we're about to commit.
Oh man.
Um,
Damn it.
what about that other note about the witch hunter? Didn't that have stuff?
Witch
about it?
hunters. There haven't been witch hunters in town for a while.
We ran into one.
You did?
And then something ran into him.
At least he claimed he was a witch hunter.
Yeah, he got killed by something horrifically, and we're trying to track that down too. It's not the right letter.
Anything with a claw pattern like that?
As you can see, we're an investigation company.
Yes. And your names were?
Mystery Inc.
Since they probably have my name in the system already, Erdem.
They have it in the computer.
Was it Outsgate?
Yep.
Card catalog.
We're in the Church of Knowledge.
It goes on a permanent record.
My name is Frederick.
Frederick. Okay.
Yes. The only two. This letter. Got this thing. I will show her this that we have somehow patched together
Tape.
with a permit. Yeah, but there was no tape back then. I don't know how we actually reattached this together.
Honey.
Magic.
Pine tar.
I can't even fucking read it. I don't even know what that says.
Okay.
It
This
says we are chaos
was-
worshippers. We come to burn the town.
Not again!
Kill the old lady.
If that happens,
Yeah,
I'm
that-
just giving all the letters to him.
Yeah, so this appears to be a bounty letter for some sort of a bounty hunter to hunt down this Lieberung.
Yeah.
Would you know who this Lieberung person is?
No.
Oh,
We found some correspondence to him off of a corpse one time, but not really sure.
Well, from the sounds of that letter, whoever he is, he's in trouble.
Yeah, he is.
If bounty hunters are being sent after him, then he's soon to be caught.
So this is a bounty hunter letter, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you heard of a Lieberung before?
No, name doesn't strike any bells.
Okay. We were just at, what was the name of that? Never mind.
Okay.
I think we're good unless you can think of anything else.
Okay.
Do you want to go to the healing temple and try to purge some of our sins?
Yes, I would.
Alright.
With the pious light elsewhere.
Yeah, okay.
Put coins in the bin.
Okay.
No.
So you go to the Temple of Shalia.
Yes. I thank her again. We
Okay.
will be back, I promise.
Eventually.
Do you mind if we keep you involved in our investigations? So that
You're welcome to. I probably won't be able to take any sort of active stance, but by all means, if you need further information, feel free to come back.
you do understand that this is on somewhat of a confidential basis, correct?
It's not a problem.
Excellent. Thank you very much.
Okay.
No problem. It'll be on the newspaper tomorrow.
Yeah.
Walk out, there's a guy ringing the bell. Bunch of douchebags killing people. Oh.
Okay.
Man, Frederick calling himself Lieberung.
So you guys gonna head out?
Yeah, we're going to Shalia.
Okay. When you guys leave, you guys are heading out. You are distracted temporarily by the holy water font at the entrance. As you walk by, it looks like it is bleeding. Like instead of a water fountain with water pouring
it's
into
blood.
it, it's blood. It looks like blood pouring into it.
All right, I stop and look.
You look at it a little bit closer. You get a sense of an impending threat to the Empire with a corruption infiltrating the city.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of goes with what we're feeling.
Right. Sort of a vision or messaging from Sigmar is how you attribute it. You see him pause and look at the holy water font, and then he shakes his head and everything's normal. But you didn't notice anything different at all.
It's just water.
No, I get hold of
That's
it.
what scares him.
Water.
Yes.
I'm now afraid of water.
No, I actually do get hold of it as part of the character. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't dispute that.
Yeah, you
I know.
you have a lingering tingle to your skin,
Yeah.
and sort of a cold, clammy feel, almost like you're facing that demon again.
And it feels this way in this temple.
No. As soon as the vision clears, it doesn't feel any different.
Okay. Okay. All right, continue on. I'll kind of discuss what I saw with him.
Okay.
Does the winds of magic seem to be any different today?
No.
Stronger or weaker?
Doesn't seem particularly stronger or weaker, but there's still a strong chaos influence.
Do you have to do an action to see that, or is
It's
it
just a passive ability.
Oh wow, okay. So like you can just see the winds of magic.
Yeah, he
Oh,
can
that's
he
kinda
can
cool.
see the flow of magic in the air type stuff.
That's cool. Better than
Did you want to check into anything, or did the other three of you wish to do anything throughout the morning? They've pretty much spent the morning
Looking
at
for
one of the temples.
That's the
You guys
magic
looking for
that's-
boats?
That's constant.
I'm looking at boats.
Okay.
Here's a tiny boat.
For the most part, you're looking at, for a small boat, maybe 1,000 gold.
A small boat?
For a small boat. For a fishing vessel, quite a bit more than that, unless you're on payments or other options along those lines. But you're going to need to get some serious money to be able to get anything like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Future pirates over there.
Did the other two of you have anything you wish to investigate or any leads you wanted to follow up on?
I was hoping to try to locate the bar that we stumbled into.
Well, without the presence of at least the rudimentary line drawing that he calls a map, you don't really have much hope to that.
Better than a
From
map
the
you can
top,
make.
not in the sewers.
Correct.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
You
Lots
can't
of
draw
bars.
straight.
Yeah, there's lots of bars, lots of taverns.
Gotcha.
All seem fairly popular. In the morning, most of them are closed. So there's no real sense of anything like that. You'd have to have some reference to be able to figure it out because there's just too many in the general area.
Well, then I'll go back to the Wandering Griffin and wait for them to return.
Okay.
We can discuss that.
You guys meet up, I guess, for lunch, compare notes, etc., before you guys head to the other temple. Is there anything you guys wish to specifically change your approach, look at differently, or anything along those lines? I'm assuming you all fill each other in on what information everybody got.
I'm still keeping an eye out for individuals following us,
Okay.
watching us from rooftops,
You
things like that.
you do have a distinct feeling that something is watching you, but you never see who or what.
Okay.
What is that thing?
So I'd like to sit with him at lunch and discuss the map.
Okay.
Where he thinks what local bars we've been in that locale where we were at.
Okay.
I'll try to do that with the map overlay that we have and see if I can figure out maybe 2 or 3 of the best possible ones.
Okay.
Like to try to make some connections.
You're right.
Okay. You think you might have narrowed it down to maybe a block or two, maybe half dozen different establishments.
Not bad.
So you're going to go investigate those this afternoon.
Yep, wander around, see if I see anybody in those establishments that are possibly working or wandering around that have a signet ring on, or maybe 2 fancy gold rings that I recognize.
Okay. And you guys are going to the Temple of Shalya. What about the other 3? You guys have anything you wish to do?
Can I make some money by coming with you?
I'm sure I need somebody to carry my things.
Alright, I'll go with him and carry his stuff.
Okay. You're going to give them your weapons and armor and everything else?
Well, not my armor. But
Here, hold my gun.
he can carry my bag of
Ooh, what's
cheating
this?
cards and
The
dice
Carter
that I
accepts the
have.
good
The
graciously.
miscellaneous
Yes.
non-valuables.
Yeah.
Card was gone.
And so I handed him 2 silver to be my valet for the day.
Oh, you're paying well.
For the entire day.
I'll
He
come,
might have to carry me at some point. I get tired.
Okay.
I'll come with these 2 so the guy doesn't fall in a pit
Okay.
while he baths.
Okay. The three of you go, and you're just gonna hang out at the tavern.
Well, like still looking around for miscellaneous like simple work. That
Okay. So you fill your day doing random jobs.
yeah, but get
Okay.
a little bit of money.
Effectively, it's going to pay your living expenses. That's what your social standing effectively pays for. So if you're doing miscellaneous jobs, you're not making any progress, but you're also not losing any money.
Yay!
Okay. So you guys go to the Temple of Shalia. The temple is run by a Marlene Rubenstein, who is according to the locals when you go by the temple, she's the only representative of Shalia in the town.
Okay.
She most of the days organizes a soup kitchen attached to the Mercy House over in the pit where the poor live. Okay. She has several assistants there. Most of the time, she's over there. But when you guys happen to stop by, she's currently attending to other business at the temple. But it's a relatively small place. Just it's her and a couple of non-religious assistants.
Okay. We'll
she's-
spend whatever rest of the day helping with the soup kitchen. We'll
Okay.
introduce ourselves and
Okay.
offer our services.
Okay.
And we want to serve the city as best we can when we have free time
Okay.
during our our downtime during our investigation.
You're not
And I'll
breaking
just
and
let that
entering.
simmer
Okay.
with her while we help.
Okay. Is there any information that you're looking for her from her while you guys are there,
We
or are
are
you just going to help out?
I want to express to her how we're having a crisis of faith. We are worried that during our investigation we are exposing ourselves to levels of impurity that are tainting our souls.
Okay.
And so we need her assistance to ensure we stay on the straight and narrow, as it were.
Okay. So she expresses similar to the other one that the best way to cleanse your soul is to give unto others and help the sick and wounded.
And we'll do that as best
okay.
we can for the rest of the day.
Okay.
And we'll just, like I said, we'll just help. And
Okay.
I can't. It feels weird to just walk in. Hey, we have corruption points. Can you get rid of the
I
corruption
understand, yeah,
points?
but
so-
fundamentally, if you're spending your day sacrificing time, that's effectively what it's doing.
Yeah, and that's fine.
Um,
Has she had other individuals come in with similar crises, or has she noticed a particular uptick in mutations or anything of the
Sickness.
like? Sickness,
Um,
blight, as it were.
No, nothing unusual. I mean, there's always blight and sickness over in the pit, but she hasn't noticed any particular change.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
What
Who's
about,
the
what
oldest?
about this side on the river? Has there been more sicknesses and
No,
stuff like that?
no. As far as the city's concerned, no. Everybody, there hasn't really been any major change.
Okay.
Does the main companies of the city
Just stuck on
provide
the
assistance
vampire.
to our soup kitchens and whatnot? Or is this all through donation of citizenry?
It predominantly they're funded through donations from worshippers or those seeking aid. They do have several significant donations that come from the various guilds.
That's what I was wondering. Okay.
I mean, individual donations, a couple copper here or brass here and there, isn't going to make any difference. It's the larger organizations that support. All of the guilds make small donations, which helps, and then she comments she has a couple of larger benefactors that help out here and there.
And anybody who oddly doesn't contribute to your efforts?
Not per se. I mean, everybody contributes per their own means.
Sure, but I'm talking more of the guilds. Is there a guild in particular that you've been trying? Maybe that's
no.
funding that we could help secure for you.
No, the guilds certainly pay their part
Okay.
without any issue.
I was hoping she'd be like, yeah, this one guild doesn't. We like,
Yeah.
It's a perfect world in Warhammer.
No, but I mean,
apparently everybody's generous.
no,
It's so amazing.
it's not that. It's I mean, the guilds from a politics and PR standpoint,
Oh, yeah.
they make donations just like most wealthy people do. She does comment that most of the donations come more from an anonymous source through the Ordo Septenarius, as far as the organization, which is more of a conglomerate of all the guilds.
The Ordo is.
Yes, and they basically make some public donations, but if they're really trying to help out, they make a donation to the order, and then that order makes a donation as a neutral party to the temple.
Are you aware of any new temples that have sprung up recently that have been opened by the Ordo or anybody else?
About the order, no. I've heard talk there was somebody looking to open a temple of Sigmar recently, but other than that, no, I haven't heard of anything.
I had a question actually. Oh, how many guilds are there?
How many
Yeah.
guilds are there? That is a good question.
Because if it's 7,
There are several
8.
guilds.
8 is a chaos number.
yes, but the guild is based off the number 7.
There's the thief.
Okay,
Fair enough.
there are.
And triangulate them all to get where this.
There are several guilds in town. There is the Stevedores Guild, the Metalworkers Guild, the Physicians Guild, the Mourners Guild, the Merchants Guild, and
The Mourners Guild.
Mourners Guild. That's where the dead are.
Yeah, Priest of More.
Thieves Guild.
That's it.
Not 6.
Those are the
triangulate them all.
official
Oh,
guilds.
yes, okay.
Okay, Thieves Guild would not be a recognized guild.
Oh, fine.
Triangulate them all.
Obviously, there's some influence there. Now, the Ordo Septenarius, specifically, what you guys are determining, is a merchant guild organization of the different merchant families. And that's where, like, the Tugans and the Steinhagers and these other families, all those are part of the Merchants Guild.
Do they have a particular office in the city?
Of the Ordo?
Yeah, the Ordo.
No, it's a secret society, private,
But
anonymous.
everybody knows about it.
Not everybody knows about it. The wealthy people who receive donations have some familiarity with
Fair
it,
enough.
and the symbol that's on the paper is not an unknown symbol. But if you talk to the average person on the street, they have the same reaction you guys have.
Do you still have we have a basic map of the city, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, it was like
Yeah,
right on
we
the
actually
road.
had
Like
the map
a
of the city. It's
paper
what we
copy.
used to over. Yeah.
You have it. You have it though.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well,
Yeah, we stole it from a tour guide.
yeah. It's what we
Don't
used
say
to
that in front of
overlay.
When you were on the haunted bus ride,
You're not with us.
it's okay. You guys have references. You can look at maps, etc.
Okay. Well, I don't want to. I can't. Damn it! I just can't do it. Sorry, Ben. Loser.
Can't
What?
Ben has a decent idea, but I can't do it because it wasn't my idea.
Okay.
I didn't think of it.
What's my great idea?
Well, you can coordinate with people.
You
To
guys ate lunch
triangulate the
together.
locations of the various guild headquarters and see if
So now
maybe
we're doing,
there's
like,
something there.
Okay.
Some CIS stuff.
I know, I've been looking at the
And
map
hence,
and
Hence.
looking at the roads.
and hence,
Think about it. If the temples or whatever have a circle, and then the roads spike out like a star.
That's all fairly basic city
Yes,
design.
I completely agree. But-
Strange. Everything leads to the city center. That must be where the plot is.
burn the city.
That's what I was doing.
Good lord. Oh man. Have you guys had a chance to go to Europe yet? Have your parents taken you to
Nope.
Europe? Yeah, all the cities are laid out like this.
Yeah.
Shit. All of them. And some of the old ones still have the inner city wall.
All
None has that.
you ask it around. Well, first off, you guys spend the afternoon, evening helping out the Temple of Shalia. Okay, that effectively earns you guys 1 point reduction on your corruption.
Cool.
Okay.
6 more days.
Before I
As
get
night
some
falls, you guys gather up again,
corruption.
share any notes, etc. What, if anything, would you guys like to do for the evening?
In the afternoon, the bars were open. Did I happen
Yes,
to...
bars are open. You search around. You're looking around for different places. There are numerous places.
Yes, but your willpower or toughness is probably.
What
still
is?
low.
Go ahead and give me a perception roll.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a,
It's based off your willpower.
Almost.
I'd say 1 success.
One success.
My
Okay.
willpower's
You ask around
huge amount.
with the assistance of your companions.
Rusted huge amount.
You find a couple of people that comment that they saw a guy wearing a fancy ring recently. Looks a little unusual, and with some effort, you manage to track down what you think might be where these people are based. It's a 2-story tavern called the Crossed Pikes, located next door to the watch barracks. Okay. Very popular from the looks of it and from the locals with all the off-duty watchmen.
What better place to have a thieves guild?
Right. Okay. According to the local gossip, the local thieves guild, known as the Crooked Fingers, which is also a religious order sworn to Ronald, who is the god of thieves, luck, and trickery, operate the inn, which is owned and operated by Franz Baumann, a devout Ronaldan with a rather mean streak.
Franz, that sounds familiar.
Does. Okay.
Which Franz is it then?
Franz's brother.
Rain's brother.
Popular theory on the street is that the watch suspects an organized gang of criminals has a secret hideout somewhere in town.
No idea. I'm sorry.
The Cross Pikes is open from noon until midnight. As soon as the bar opens, it basically gets packed. And like I said, for anybody from townsfolk to off-duty watchmen, off-duty cops, hang out there throughout the day and evening.
They wouldn't suspect their biggest
Well, that's a bit
drinking booze.
awkward.
Just so.
When I went from priest to warrior priest,
Mhm.
I started out as a brass 2 as a warrior priest,
Mhm.
and that's where I am currently. So I'm brass 2, correct?
Mhm.
Even though I achieved silver in the other one.
Your current standing is based off your current class.
Okay.
So every quest.
So you go back down because you're a beginning war priest.
Yeah. the mission-
So
Okay. Wandering by the place, you spot Rain and Rain on the porch. They're bouncers at the place.
bouncers.
You recognize them.
What's a
They
bouncer?
see me?
They don't see you specifically. I mean, unless you make a point of pointing it out.
Not yet.
Okay.
Keep on.
Wait.
Okay.
Do we really want to mess with these guys? Just leave them be. We don't have to do any of this.
I'm
Let them
not
do their
doing
own.
anything.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah,
Unless
we're
you
not
want your
even-
gold rings back.
Oh, I don't care about my rings. I like. Are they wearing the rings?
Mhm.
Awesome. That's great.
Give them a
Friendship
ring.
rings.
That's
That's
right.
right.
We buddies. It's
I like
Rain
this.
Rain and Milton Rain.
The priest of
Okay.
Sigmar will want to go back and smite these.
Why? They're just
Why?
thieves. They aren't corrupt. They don't have corruption. They aren't monsters.
They dropped us a pit.
So
And
We
what's the corrupt
broke
was
down
that?
kicked in their back door.
door.
Someone kicks in. It's called castle law, man.
That's if somebody broke down your back door with weapons and armed and was just like, hello. Like,
And they didn't kill us. He knew that we were good people, and he let us go with all our weapons and everything.
He did.
Yeah.
So that evening, after you guys meet up back at the Wandering Griffin, it will be we'll say 5 brass a person for the night.
You paying for us, Andy?
Do my little things around town?
Except
What are you doing?
Covers food, not lodging.
Hey,
Oh,
Andy, you
money,
paid him for
not
the day,
food.
so it's
I
like,
did to carry my stuff, 2 silver, but what are you still doing here?
2 silver? You paid him 2
Yes, that's what I was thinking too.
Listen, I have to spend a certain amount
He
of
does.
money on a daily basis, or I lose my level.
Yeah.
and I found out that the money I spent on you doesn't count.
Is he like literally carrying you around town for that?
Sometimes it gets muddy.
Well, that's how he's just
God. And he's strong. He's a
He's
senior.
just brooming while he walks. So
Yes, he sweeps in front of me
instead of rose
carries
petals.
my-
he's
Right.
actually up there.
That's right. He has to make sure the dirt is out of the way.
That's right. At least it's very clean dirt.
Oh my god.
Hold, my lord. I must get the dust.
As we go into the temples and stuff,
Anyways.
we just put the gear in
Yeah.
reverse. I thought you come over and like this.
Just wandering around.
So you guys meet back up in the evening, where I think you at least had some concepts of different ideas based on what Ben was saying.
Sure, on our way back, are there healing kits? I'm looking. I don't
In town, sure.
There's poultices
Well,
and
healing
drops.
poultices.
Okay. And yeah, I'm gonna buy some of that stuff because I have the heal skill now.
Okay.
So.
Okay.
And then
next
for
day,
bandages also.
I'm
I
actually
can buy a
going to be
boat
looking for
hook.
jobs that'll give me actually money.
You want
Okay.
to know.
There are no such jobs. That's what your adventuring does.
That's why we gotta go out of town.
If you want to make serious money other than just get by, then you go adventuring and you find money. If you just want to get by, then your job as a soldier, you sign up with the town watch and you're a soldier for a couple of months.
Wasn't there a job?
But the whole point of you being an adventurer is because you decided to leave being a soldier away behind to earn your fortune.
What are all of our collective goals?
I don't know. I haven't heard what you guys' long-term or short-term goals are. 'Cause that would be that would be worth extra experience if you accomplish those.
mine
Correct, because I'm trying
is
to
get a.
figure out where we're trying to go before.
Yeah, we haven't declared it because we don't know really what.
If you couldn't
we're
tell,
doing yet.
My long-term
Okay.
goal is get a bow.
Okay.
If you couldn't tell.
I-
me.
That's
think
fine,
as
get a boat.
group,
Yeah.
We should uncover the plot of the corruption.
It's a bow.
Find out who's behind that temple, that demon temple. That should be like our short-term goal.
My short
At
Long term would be eliminating said individuals from the city.
No, that would be a bad idea because that would be the end of the campaign.
Why do you know that?
He stated at the very start of this, our long-term goal is the point at which we retire.
Right. Your short-term goal, think shorter term. As far as what can you accomplish this session, next session, the session after. Short term.
Okay.
Okay. So determining who owns or what the cause of this temple is a valid short-term goal. Get into the mystery of the temple.
Yeah.
Okay. Long-term goal is a much bigger thing. Like we want to own a country. We want to be noblemen
Okay.
type stuff. At that point, yeah, legitimately your character effectively retires. When he gets a boat, he heads off and shrimps. And his next character steps in with all the experience and background, etc., of an advanced character. As opposed to he dies before he gets a boat, he starts up with a brand new basic character.
My character, my
If you
long-term
come up with a
goal.
character named Jenny, I'm out.
Okay.
Jenny?
Jenny.
Okay.
No, mine's Benny.
Alright. We don't
So-
judge here, I guess.
So
I mean, you can judge. I wouldn't care.
I gotta become a
The-
nobleman's recognized guide.
Okay.
Hamlet of Stews.
What?
So
Where did that come from?
No,
You just randomly like Hamlet.
Well, I'm not the other one.
And Andy just throwing out random phrases now.
words, and then he's like, "How did you know about that?" I'm like, "I don't know. I just made a word up."
Ah, yes, the Hamlet of Stews.
No, according to this, the Hamlet of Stews was destroyed by mutants, and we were looking. It's right there with the Tugin stuff.
Where's that?
Is that the one that got bombed?
Only comes out at night. Oh yeah, he actually had the council, because he's the master of the council,
Mhm.
guild council. He changed all the times so they could only meet at night,
Mhm.
because he refuses to meet in the daytime.
You're back on that vampire.
And the mist only come from the east, which means it's coming from vampire country, and it's how he gets his friends in there.
Ah.
You see, you keep
All-
leading it towards the vampire each time.
It's gonna.
So maybe your short-term goal is to expose the vampire.
I'm feeling like to discover vampires in this city.
That's not a good short-term goal.
Well, that's short
short-term
ends.
goal. Get eaten by said
Yeah,
vampire.
that's right.
The friend vampires become a vampire. I don't know.
Smack the vampire with the
Yes.
with silver platter.
And,
Silver platter.
let's see.
Yeah,
So with that bounty hunter thing, it was talking about Noel. Also with our research, the person that's running one of the guilds who graduated from the Academy of Noel.
Correct. Tugan did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Should we do research on that sort of stuff? Because that seems to be a connection with those two.
We could see what kind of diploma he got. I don't know why we
Well,
Diploma in demonic summoning.
I think he went there and then something happened. Nobody knows what happened to his older brother. He just died. And then he just showed up and took over. And then everything went good at that point.
Yeah, the popular legend is his older brother, who was running the business, was running it into the ground. They were starting to fail, and then he died. And Tugan came back from college, took over the business, and turned everything around. Now they're one of the most prosperous ones.
You probably get
And
killed him.
and he runs now the council of the merchants guilds
Nice.
and so forth. And according to Andy, may be a vampire.
Now my new short term is write an autobiography about him.
Yeah.
You first need to learn how to read and write.
Yes.
Yes.
That's step one.
First
And
short-term goal. Learn to read and write.
What's the name of the city?
I don't know.
Bogenhofen.
I don't know. You guys
Hogan
came.
Vargas class.
Oh, wait,
I'm just updating my long-term goal.
Escape Bogenhofen?
No, I'm going to study Sigmar Temple.
Okay. That's valid. Found a
On a
temple.
boat. The
Yeah.
traveling shrimping Sigmar temple boat. Yeah.
Sure.
Holy shrimp of Sigmar.
Yeah. Bubba Sigmar shrimp.
If you lose your legs in the next battle, you know who you're working for.
You actually got no sea legs.
The holy shrimp stew of Sigmar.
I'll teach you how to swim.
Anyway,
You go ahead.
no, I don't have any.
So some of the other things that we had were that the River Bogan, outside the castle walls, was plagued by mutants at night, especially when it's the giant river that runs through Bogenhaven.
The one you came down shrimping?
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're terrible.
There's krakens.
That's why he was fired.
Well, he wasn't a river as a shrimp, though.
I had to swim out of the river.
No, you were fired out the cannon.
Oh,
Kraken
man.
got me.
In the river.
Yep.
Those infamous
So
river
the
krakens.
mists
Right.
come in every night, is that right?
No,
No?
no. A lot of nights.
Yeah.
But generally when it's warmer during the day and when it cools at night, that's
Yeah.
when the mists come out of the swamps and the rivers.
Well, I'm at a loss, man.
Well, I think
There's something
maybe
we're missing.
we could get. So I tell them about the Thieves Guild.
Okay.
What I suspect, where I suspect,
Okay.
how stupid I think the watch commanders are for the city, and no wonder.
They're in
No
on it.
wonder. No, they're not. No, they're just idiots.
No way.
Absolutely, they're just
Stupid
idiots.
is a
They are
stupid
so.
dance.
They're so
Or-
on top. They're like,
or
listen, we
it's-
love this bar, but man, really wish we could find that. Of course, they get to hear. He gets to hear ahead of time every one of these idiots talking about, "Are you ready for the raid tomorrow night? We're totally going down to this thing. We're gonna go in there. We know where it is. We're gonna bust that door in." And then he's like, "Yeah, go move those boxes." And then he does. And then they kick in the door and they look like dummies. And they're like, "We don't know how he keeps staying ahead of us." That's pretty much what I saw in the bar today. I feel like that's pretty much.
And that's how the duelist lays it out.
Yeah, this is how it is. People are stupid. I'm better than everyone.
You realize we fell for the same trap.
Well, of course. But we're not actively searching out a thief. Like, that's their
I
job.
kind of stumbled into it.
They're next door.
Well, maybe think about it.
They've got to be in on it.
That's what I was thinking. It's like maybe they're just in on it, and so they're all the time. There was all those people with weapons.
The benefit of knowing and having a relationship with Thieves Guild as the city is that you can help control the crime because they are controlling the crime.
Well, if all the guild, I mean, only one person in the guild really matters because that's the vampire. But
somebody's obsessed with this vampire.
he's
not wrong.
It's gonna be funny. He's just gonna be an albino, and I'm gonna kill him. and then I'm gonna get tried for murder. And I'll be like, no, he's a vampire. And they're like, to the nut house. That's how it is. That's how my.
And he's going to take all of you with him.
He's just Northern European, man.
Long-term goal. Kill Tugin. Stay out of nut house and prison.
And you guys call me brain damage.
I feel like we could go in there and possibly befriend the Thieves Guild.
Join them?
Maybe not join them, but I'm sure they have lots of information that we could do something for them. They could do
I
something
look
for
like somebody who would be cool with the Thieves
with
Guild?
thieves?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, actually, we've been
That's
quite-
just a basic. Yeah. That's
We've been very
breaking and
green.
entering.
You wouldn't really be anti-thief.
Yeah.
We
As
could
long as
get
they
a
aren't
boat
casting
going
spells,
through
that
pages
Yeah,
with
do
all-
it.
I'll hit you with my Warhammer. You said boat again.
Yeah, keep in mind, Priest of Sigmar is all about the ends justify the
Oh, I
means.
understand. I'm very much like Eisenhorn type
So we
character.
can
So if we can
justify
stop a
both.
horde of vampires, that would be a means that's justifiable by joining a thieves guild and robbing the city blind to buy him a boat.
But here's the thing, right?
What did I say?
Hold
We
on.
just
I
steal a boat.
agree with you, and I understand your plan. I think there's a flaw in it, though.
Okay.
If we go after the leadership of this city thinking they're vampires,
Mm-hmm.
right? Which I'm all about. Once I've got a whole heap more experience and better equipment and a better...
And maybe proof.
Yeah, we got
Yeah, proof is important.
Is that important? I was just wondering.
But not necessary.
I mean, I know, but
If you and I know, or I know for sure, then that's enough for me.
You're a piece of Sigmar. You can burn anyone you want.
No.
No.
What?
I mean,
I'm
okay.
not at that level of priest yet.
I'm
Okay,
thinking
wait.
the information we can get, I
But-
think,
but-
from the Thieves Guild is beneficial all the way across the board.
The Thieves Guild isn't going to want the city completely destabilized, though.
No, absolutely.
And if we go after, start killing these vampires, we start killing these leaders, and we destabilize the city's politics,
Right,
the
absolutely.
Thieves Guild isn't going to be happy with us.
So the Thieves Guild, though, also isn't going to like corruption in the city because that brings people like you
Yeah.
down into places that they don't like people in.
And that's a fair point, but are they
So-
really going to give a shit about us? We fell into a hole.
No, I mean more like we go in not for the whole
We're
vampire
concerned
aspect.
citizens.
That's later on. This is more not even destabilizing the stuff. This is more going into the situation to the Thieves Guild to get advanced information that they already have. Like they know if Bergenhofen or Steinhofen or Sturgen, Nurgen, whoever they are,
Schmitz.
right? They aren't going to like the fact that obviously, very possibly, their storerooms that they're using down there are also being used for, and that could become brought back upon them.
Hold on. For the love of God, say what you've got to
Yeah,
say.
just say it.
Yeah, you're good, buddy.
You
He's
don't
sitting
need,
here this
you
whole
don't,
time
you don't
just doing
need,
this in
you
front
don't
of my
need to
face.
raise your hand. It's not school.
Yep.
Okay.
Talking over people you don't necessarily
Why
need to
don't
do,
we
but
just look at the pros and cons of either joining the Thief Guild or just
That's
not?
That's
That's what
literally
we're
the
doing.
conversation
Yeah,
we're
but-
having.
yeah.
That's literally, no offense,
That's
man,
what
but
I
that's
was
literally
saying.
what we're doing.
That's
So-
what I was trying to say that earlier.
I got you. So the pro is we don't have to join them. I'm just saying maybe we can have a beneficial agreement. We already have a beneficial agreement.
I'll
They,
clean their
they did
floors.
let us live, which was very surprising.
Right.
Okay, I like your plan. It's a way forward
I-
that we
I'm
don't
trying,
have
yeah.
right now.
Right, because I feel like as much as I'm hoping that we can get the information we need, I don't think we're going to get anything else out of
In
the
reality,
church.
Mm-hmm.
we could offer my services as a cleaning crew to clean their facilities.
I mean,
Just an
To
idea.
gain what?
He's just gonna go. Listen, he's gonna walk in and be like, "I'm the new guy. Y'all hired. I'm cleaning. I'm the one that puts the ice in the trough. You know, let's just let me in." And he's
So
gonna walk
we
right
got a
past
priest, we got a wizard, we got a duelist. What do you bring to the thing? I got a broom.
it.
Got you.
Upgraded to a
Broom and a
That's not a terrible idea. Though. It's not. As funny as the idea is, it's not a terrible idea to have somebody who works there during the day as an
Yeah.
insider.
I'm stupid. They can bully me and I won't understand.
And they'll just all he's gotta do is go in and listen. Maybe he's not as dumb as he sounds.
So your plan is to put him into the Thieves Guild just to listen and spy on the Thieves Guild?
I can do my
These
best.
these cute.
They'll never suspect.
They'll never suspect the guy they just put into a pit the previous night.
He wasn't there.
He wasn't there.
Okay?
found him when we
They'll
got
never
there.
suspect him,
Oh,
the guy hanging around with the 5 people that they put
Right.
into the pit the previous day.
I don't know much. I was just carrying his garbage.
But I can't think anywhere else we're gonna get information unless we leave the city.
Soonish. Plan is 10, depending on how late
Yeah,
people can
yeah,
go.
because we gotta get
Yeah.
home and
I know we got school.
today.
Tin's a little late.
You okay?
A treasure hunt
Yeah.
or some
Okay.
adventure side quest?
Go to the bathroom, blow your nose, dude.
Well, I mean, if there was
Tin's a little late for that.
Like we could
He's
go
normally
on
Well,
the
it's
street
yeah,
with
it's a quarter to 10 right now.
Oh shit, yeah. Let's,
Yeah, that's what I figured. 10, we'll wrap up
I
at
think
10.
this is what we'll do next time. is
Okay.
I think we'll go visit the Thieves Guild
Okay.
some
and talk to them.
yeah. So my short-term goal
Okay.
will be to watch my son lose his nuts. So I'm going
Put it on
to
the floor.
I'm going to
Why are you watching that?
talk to see if I can get a meeting with Franz
Okay.
and convince him to assist us in our investigation.
Okay. So you're going to try to secure the help of the Thieves Guild.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, that's a good one.
Okay.